What's going on, Gorehounds? And welcome to another fantastic episode of the Gore More Podcast. I'm your not so mean Fluff Master Supreme, Big Johnny D, bringing it in. However, I don't bring the shit show in alone. For with me, as always, are my, I'm just gonna say my lovely horror brethren. That's all I got today.
That works for me.
Yeah, it's been a long weekend. First day back to work, dude. It's been a long day.
Not me. I was still out today.
You lucky bastard.
Yeah.
Speaking of lucky bastards, we're going to bring him in first and foremost. We got the Dark Lord of Knowledge, that Chad Daddy, all the way down from the Chattahoochee, Mr. Chad Christmas.
What's up, bitches? Pardon me. I was just making sure I shared to various groups. Get the word out, and if you're watching this, please feel free to share as well.
Yes, I am doing so.
We have the Duke of the Dead, the host with the ghost, Lord Scuba Cabba, the Dean of the Deceased, Mr. Steve Vasquez.
What's up, baby?
And you know him as that killing machine. We know him as that big old mean mountain. Give it up for Mr. Bobby Amone.
Happy post-Thanksgiving, people. Still working it all off.
Yeah, did everybody get through all their extra food? Nobody has any leftovers left, right?
Oh, no, there's leftovers still.
Yeah?
No.
Bro, no.
I had 3
Today
turkeys.
is the day. Yesterday was yesterday
turkeys.
was my last day, and I ended it all. I was like, nope, whatever doesn't get eaten is getting thrown out.
Yesterday was supposed to be the last day, and I planned on making like awesome turkey pot pie. And I
saw that
Mel,
post. What did you say? What was that?
I asked Mel, I said, hey, babe, do we still have turkey? She's like, yeah, there's a lot of turkey left. I haven't been home all weekend. I'll get to that during my slice of life. But I get everything ready to make the turkey pot pie, open the fridge. The bag of turkey's in there, but it's all bone.
Oh! Well, we got a lot of bone left.
Child decided, let me pick the bones clean and put the bones back in the fridge in case Dad wants the bones.
What's the bones back in the fridge?
My child, that's you.
Wow.
He was the only one here, so it had to be him. But yeah,
Terrible.
yeah,
Terrible.
That's
terrible.
That's such a cock tease. It's not even
So I
funny.
ended up eating brown and served rolls, stuffing, and gravy.
Oh, so
I mean,
that's
not
dinner
terrible, but you,
Yeah.
you
Not
know,
terrible,
dude,
but goddamn it,
you
I
want
wanted
that turkey.
pie. I wanted that fucking turkey pot pie. Goddamn it,
That's one of the worst feelings. You're like craving something all day. You come home and it ain't fucking
and it's
there.
gone.
All right. So, well, we're already talking about it. Obviously, Scuba, if you want to start us off, we are going to do our slice of life here.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is now time for your slice of life.
All right. And what did we all do? Thanksgiving.
Thanks.
Woo! Shortest slice of life ever.
Yeah, for real, dude. I was going to say, hopefully everybody was nice and relaxed this weekend. Hopefully everybody had an elongated weekend. I mean, do we want to do a slice of life? I feel like everybody's going to be about the same. Like we all ate food.
Ate food, relaxed, gamed.
Yeah. You literally said exactly what my fucking
I went on a
birthday was.
ghost hunt. That's pretty much it.
Oh, okay. I did a Ghostbusters parade thing again. So
Yeah,
there
you
go. There
did.
go.
Yeah, you did.
I started selling Christmas trees, so
I
come on
did.
down and get a tree.
Yeah. So
Every time he mentions selling Christmas trees, all I could think of is little fucking Corey Feldman and Gremlins.
Gremlins, yes. Speaking of Gremlins, I put my little Gremlin door thing up.
Oh yeah, I see
My
it over
Gremlins
there.
door cover.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Did you get your tree up yet?
I did. I put it up yesterday. I haven't decorated it yet, but I did put the tree up yesterday.
Word. Nice.
Once Thanksgiving's done, that's when it's the appropriate time for me to put my Christmas stuff up.
Agreed.
Oh, and the other thing
I'm not going to disagree, but at the same time, I fell under the spell. I was like,
Well, no, we put the tree and the lights up, but we did not decorate until Friday.
I was getting there. Friday. I was tempted, and I told Mel, I hate Christmas. I've always hated Christmas. My parents got separated during the holidays. So I absolutely hated the holidays, and I always have. But for some reason this year, it's just in me.
Because you got a baby,
Got a
son.
baby,
That's
yeah.
exactly
That's
what
why.
it
That
is.
makes
She
a
goes-
huge difference.
She goes.
You
she
got a
goes to Charlie,
you got a
she goes,
baby
"Dad."
with your new lady.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean, dude? Like, you're just like, yeah, we're gonna do this.
Yeah.
Like, that's all it was, man.
No, and you know what we did? You know what we did? Something I swore I would never do.
You fucked
We
under the
got
tree.
matching pajamas.
Yeah,
no.
it's that
Hey.
family now, dude.
Papa Bear, Mama Bear, and Baby Bear.
Oh, that's cute.
I swore
Love
I
it.
would never do that. And god damn it. Yeah! Yeah, buddy.
Ah.
But yeah, it was a chill weekend.
Scoops, I don't get a choice in that either, dude. Jen makes me do it too.
Yeah, well, you know, what can we do? Our ladies tell us what to do, and we're.
I mean, I'm still getting a
obliged.
free pair of pajama pants out of it, so I guess, like, you know, it's still kind of a win.
But
It's-
I do want to say one thing. My plan this year is I want to gift you guys a Christmas ornament for your Christmas tree. So I got John his because at the investigation, the lady that owns the hotel, she was outside making these really cool like Christmas ornaments out of just like wood, and she had one made already that said Sasquatchin.
Yeah.
And so I was like, John, I need that. I'm gonna buy it.
Yep, that's Big
No.
Johnny D.
I still got to find one for
Hello,
each of
Heather.
you guys, but there will be a ornament in the mail for you guys soon.
So, Scoobs, what's
Yeah.
that sweet flannel you're wearing there today, buddy?
This is the Salem. This is the Salem
Dixon?
flannel from Dixon. Yes, sir.
You know what that actually makes me think of?
What's that?
Burning Godzilla.
Oh, it does.
Actually, yeah, the colors are
yeah,
right.
Burning
Yeah.
Godzilla to me.
It does. Yeah. Yeah, it does. Yeah, it's the Salem. This one came out last year, I think. It's actually one of my favorite flannels. That
I like
they-
that.
I like the color scheme.
Now I
Oh,
want
yeah.
it. Hand it over.
Don't mind me. I'm still
Bobby, you're
just
too
staring.
big. You're too big, Bobby.
Oh shit! It'll fit. It'll fit.
You don't rip the damn sleeves with your big old arms.
And then there's Gene. What's
There
up,
we are.
Gene?
Hi, Heather. Hi, Gene.
2/3 of our regulars just waiting on Mr. Brody Kane.
No,
Yeah,
I don't
what's
know if
Brody
you guys
popping?
saw it, but like a minute ago, man, we were up to like 17 people some fucking how, dude.
Oh, hell yeah, buddy.
I was like, wow.
If you're out there and you're watching, say howdy.
Jump in on the chat. That's why we're here. Emily.
Emily!
now.
Love you, Emily.
Jump in the chat. We'd love to talk to you guys.
All right.
We love your
So-
input.
What? I mean, of course we would.
Yeah, we're just gonna if you're just joining us, we're just doing a quick slice of life because you know everybody has kind of the same slice of life this weekend. So
Wait, Turkey, we passed out.
slice of pie actually this weekend, right?
You know what? I had no pie.
Really?
Oh, I did.
We
What the-
forgot to buy the damn pie.
Dude,
Who
one of
forgets to buy pie?
No. So Mel bought a pie. She bought a sweet potato pie. I'm not big on sweet potatoes, but I was like, you know what? I'll try it. I'll give it a try this year.
Give it a whirl.
She left it at work.
Aw. I don't know. Sweet potato pie is really not that different from pumpkin pie for me.
No,
They're
I prefer
Ah.
pumpkin pie, but
sweet potato. It's a little more mild flavor than pumpkin pie.
correct.
I'm more of a homemade.
I love
pecan
pumpkin pie, though. Pumpkin pie's
I love
great.
a good pecan.
I can't eat. I tried pecan pie once. It's like eating a big plate of snot.
I love it.
Ugh.
Exactly.
Crunchy snot, dude. Mm.
But yeah, unfortunately, we didn't get to have Thanksgiving at Steph's grandma's like we usually do, just simply because I swear to God, half the family's sick with COVID, so we rescheduled that. I think that's going to be this weekend. Now we're going to have a family get together.
Boys.
I still got to go to my dad's and eat, and we feasted there.
Hell yeah. All right. Well, so today we are talking 1981's Possession.
Okay,
Now-
so we've got
But we should be talking 2013.
Yeah.
The Possession.
funny story is
Scoops.
we watched the wrong fucking movie.
My fault.
No,
all
no,
of us,
no, no,
all
no.
of us watched it.
No, it is my fault because I put the wrong name. So
Yeah.
this is my pick. This is my pick. I will take full responsibility for this movie. Okay.
Well, a little backstory for everybody there. I was told this was my pick, and I was believing it all day.
Because this
The minute
feels like a Bobby pick.
the minute Chad Daddy goes, "This is a scuba pick," the relief I felt in my body.
Well, at the
Was
same
like,
time, the relief.
Bobby's like,
Yeah, the relief you got was the fuck I got.
So, and this is why I'm so happy that Chad Daddy writes our names down when we do our pick, because my dumb ass forgets what I do. I picked it fucking year ago. I don't remember, bro.
Yeah.
You know, it's the fucking list.
Speaking of picks, that is one thing I got done this week is
The
I
full
got
list.
my sweet schedule set for next year. Here's my plan with all the
buddy.
movies.
Woo.
Everything is set.
Hell
Guys, listen.
Ooh.
So Chad Daddy gave us the list for next year. And that bitch is solid as fuck. I
It
do
is.
not. I'd have to scroll it again, but I can honest to God say I've almost seen almost all the movies, not entirely of them, but even the ones that I haven't are ones I heard of. I don't think any of them are a dud.
Yeah, I think they're all choice picks. They're
Yeah.
it's gonna be a pretty good year next
Well,
year.
like-
And we're starting
and
it. We are starting it off solid too. On New Year's Day, we're starting with A Nightmare on Elm Street. Perfect way to start the year.
Now-
Which, by the way, is the third movie on our list that I know of that has a big fucking anniversary next year because it's also the 40th anniversary for that film. But it didn't come out until like November,
Mm-hmm.
so we can't really hold off
No.
because I don't
Yeah,
think we have
yeah.
enough time to squeeze them all in by the end of the year.
Yeah.
I don't think we would want to do them back to back.
No, that's
I
a
like the
lot.
one a month. It's a good formula for sure.
So here's my question. Since we ended up adding in Friday the 13th remake,
I am not. No. Not unless it's an absolute desperation. I hate
Oh, you didn't
remakes so
you didn't
much.
put that in there?
I did not.
Oh, I thought
hated
you
that movie
did.
so- No.
Yeah, I mean,
no.
I did too, but I feel like it'd only be fair to still review it.
I mean,
We'll
that's
We'll see, because I had a stacked list from all of you guys that had to pick and choose of what we could do and what we couldn't do.
Yo,
Brody is still trying to get Night of the Scarecrow in there, but we still can't fucking find it.
yeah, I can't
no,
find it.
I
never know,
look
man.
for it like every once in a while.
you never know if it pops in by the end of the year.
That's why it's
obviously,
always
throw
there
it
as an
in.
alternate, just in case it shows up.
Now, I do say it's all solid choices, but I finally put on the Tripper on there, so maybe that's the one you guys will be like, "Fuck you, John," and that's fine.
I don't know. I was
But-
looking over your list. I'm like, the Tripper, what's this? And saw it directed by David Arquette. I'm like, oh fuck yes, that's going on.
Dude, it's directed by Arquette. He plays like some stupid redneck side character in it. Pee Wee Herman's in it, and he's like a fucking manager of this music show that's going on. And yeah, it's a fucking balls to the wall, just funny slasher. It's
What they
ridiculous.
And I'm sure it's not like that in the movie, but what they should have done for Pee Wee Herman in the movie is overdub his voice with that really deep voice from Pee Wee's Big
yeah.
Adventure.
Well,
Mr.
It's
Herman.
not-
Mr. Herman.
it's not really Pee Wee, like it's just it's Paul Rubin. He's just doing a different
Yeah.
character, but you know, you see him and you're still
Pee-wee.
just like, oh, it's Pee
Doesn't
Wee.
matter. It's fucking
Yeah,
Pee-wee.
exactly. But other than that, dude, solid fucking list. It's gonna be a fun. It's gonna be a fun ride for 2024.
I can't
be
believe
honest.
we are already almost at the end of 2023, fellas. Like
Right, dude?
this year blew by so damn fast.
Yes,
bro. I mean, I was thinking about today. I was like, is it time to put on the Christmas sweater? Am I already in the 4 rotations? I'm like, no, I'll just wait till December.
Just wait.
I'm starting December 1st, Friday. Christmas sweaters.
Whamageddon begins. Are you ready, John?
Oh,
Let's fucking go.
you know what? I already listen. If I'm listening to Christmas music, I already got my wham-free Christmas list on my Spotify, set to go.
Hell yeah.
The only way it's gonna fuck me, dude, is if I watch somebody's story and they have it in there, which my sister.
If you watch
got me
somebody's
last year.
story or if you're at the store.
See, I
Yeah.
almost never turn on the volume for stories.
I need to remember not to do that. But like,
unless
Stu
it's
says,
something that someone sends to me. Which
Stu
if you
said,
fuckers do that, you're
yeah,
dead to me.
that's mean.
That's evil.
That's rude. You gotta fail. You can't fail by somebody trying to make you fail. You gotta fail
You gotta-
by like.
It's got to
Just-
come naturally.
That's
Yeah.
one of those instances where you should get where the lifeline will come into play.
Right, like if somebody tries to like fuck you over, it's like no, man. You purposely set that up. It's got to be one of those where you're strolling along and you don't realize you're listening to it,
And you're
until,
like singing along to it. And
yeah,
you're like,
and you're like,
"Fuck!"
and you're like,
But,
damn it, fuck, I'm
but
out.
see, that's good. That's going
And
to
then
happen
people are-
from me to you guys because I'm the one who sends you random shit. I won't think about the song. I'll be like, oh, it's cool. It's going to be there. And I'll be like, whoops.
See, the last couple years I've heard at Christmas shopping at Walmart, but it's always a cover.
Covers are fine.
Covers are fine,
clear,
yes.
So
Yeah.
that's cool. All right, so going back to what we're actually supposed to talk about today. So, like we said, we watched the wrong fucking movie.
But I like Gene.
No, but the wrong movie was put down.
I love
forgot to
Gene's.
put the.
I love Gene's review. Easy review. It's shit.
It's shit.
I didn't know if he was talking about this or if he was talking about the trip.
Nightmare.
I was talking
See,
about
I could have sworn we asked him which one it was, and he says the 1981 version, but I could have got that backwards.
I know because I swear we looked this up before, but maybe we just saw Possession
and we
went
with
up there
that.
because there is another movie called Possession that's 2007 or something like that or whatever. I don't know. But anyways, no, this is 1981's Possession.
Oh, he's talking about Nightmare Remake. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Oh, Nightmare Remake. Oh, yeah, dude. We all know that. Like, you know what sucks about that movie, dude? I'll do a little side rant. I like what's his name that plays Rorschach and Freddy, like as an actor.
Yeah.
And I feel like he did the best he could fucking do with what he was given in that scenario.
I agree.
And I own it. I'm not even going to lie that I own it, dude. I got it for the $3 bin at Walmart one day. I was like, fuck it. I got all the rest of them. I'll throw it to the fucking bin. I'll watch it. And I have. I've watched it like maybe once or twice where I thrown it on when I was like building props or some bullshit, right? And there's like a couple little scenes where I'm like, okay, that's pretty good. And then the rest is just fucking shit town. Like the opening diner scene, great.
Yeah.
I think that was like the best scene in the entire fucking movie. And it was wasted in the first 5 minutes. But
yes, it was.
Yeah, whatever.
What happens?
All right. So this hot bag of shit was Scuba's pick. So Scoob, take it away, homie.
I don't even want to read this with enthusiasm.
Poor Bob.
Poor Bob. Or Satan.
Hold on, let me.
Where's Brody? We need Brody in here too. God damn it.
Brody, get your
down.
Australian ass in
That's
here.
right. It's still a little early. He might,
Cold War era West Berlin, with their once happy life rapidly sinking
There he
into
is.
Hey!
unsightly depths of betrayal and resentment. Anna and Mark face the death of their marriage. Been there, done that. After all, a mysterious Heinrich has entered the equation. As a result, Anna's explosive hysterics can only aggravate the couple's distress. But with blind jealousy gnawing at him, Mark embarks on a desperate mission to get to the root of Anna's psychosis. He is unaware, however, that unanswered questions and unresolved doubts are far less dangerous than reality itself. And unable to accept his wife's violent change of heart, nothing can prepare Mark for the bizarre, blood-chilling truth. Directed by Andrzej Zawalski, the devil, Cosmos. Written by Andrzej Zawalski, who never should have written it. Mad Love and Fertility. Frederick Tootin. Produced by
going through some shit at the time, man. Okay.
Marie Laurie Ray, Milady of Love, and Blue Note. Bobby, butcher those names for me, baby.
Oh, this is going to be great. Watch, this is going to be what he does. He's going to get them all right because they're so bizarre.
Starring Isabel Adjani, Nosferatu, the vampire, is Harta? Whatever.
Ishtar.
Okay. As Anna, Helen, Sam Neill, one of the reasons why I thought I chose this movie. The Vow, Peter Rabbit as Mark.
Fucking Peter Rabbit.
Way out left field.
Oh, I love it. I love when you
No, he's done the other movies.
right. Yeah,
Margaret
we've reviewed a few of them.
We have. Margaret Karstensen, Tenderness of the Wolves, Angry Harvest as Margaret Gluckmeister. Yeah, she's Gluck. I was about to say she's glucking over there. Sorry.
What is
Heinz.
Meister? Isn't that what is Meister? Isn't
That's
that,
the Burgermeister.
Yeah, but what
doesn't it mean master?
Yeah,
Yes.
I was gonna say. Okay, so she's the
Just
Gluck
spell-
Master,
just spell
bro.
the-
Like, all right, you gotta stop doing that, bro.
Heinz Bennett, The Last Metro, The Serpent's Egg as Henrik.
Heinrich.
Or as random Bond guy.
Random Bond villain, yes.
He is,
Everything.
dude.
He is.
So fills in.
Joanna Hoffer, The Pedestrian, I Only Want You to Love Me as Hendrik's mother. Carl During, A Clockwork Orange, The Boys from Brazil as detective. Sean Lawton, After Midnight. Eon Flux as Zimmerman. And Michael Hogben as Bob. Total body count of 10 I didn't butcher him as bad as I thought I was gonna.
No,
You
you
did
did
good.
not.
You did well.
I'm very
Except for
disappointed.
Ishtar.
It's not a person's name. It doesn't count. Chad, you're up.
That, by the way, Ishtar is one of the most famous box office flops.
Really?
Yes. Like it's one of the most well known because it was like a huge budget and it did jack shit. It had freaking Dustin Hoffman in it. I've never seen it, but I remember it flopping badly and so badly that they still talk about it today.
That sounds like
Really?
the Lone Ranger that Disney did years ago.
It
That
bombed
was
worse.
horrible. Oh,
Okay,
I believe that, but yeah.
Music by Andrzej Korzynski, Man of Iron, Cosmos. Cinematography by Bruno Neuten, Barocco, The Bronte Sisters. Edited by Marie-Sophie Dubus, Mad Love, The Hitchhiker. Suzanne Lang Willer, first name Carmen, If the Shoe Fits. Effects and makeup by Carlo Rambaldi, who, believe it or not, did some pretty high-profile projects. He worked on King Kong and Alien. He actually designed the Alien animatronic head.
Oh,
Oh,
nice.
no shit.
Yeah. Runtime of 124 long-ass motherfucking
Long
minutes.
fucking
Yeah,
minutes.
very long.
Dude, no joke. I'm sitting there halfway through this, and like I'm texting Steph. She's upstairs. I'm like, I still got another hour of this shit to go.
I fucking told you guys last night. I was like, nothing happens in at least 50 fucking minutes into this goddamn movie.
I was at the end of the movie when you said that too, and I was just like, I'm just quiet. Like,
Budget of 2.4 mil and grossed only 1.1 mil, and I'm surprised it even made that.
Okay, I
Right.
will start off by saying, when you're like, oh my, like nothing's fucking happened. I wasn't completely bored right off the bat.
I was.
But let me tell you why. As a man who has been cheated on by his wife,
I figure you might feel this one a little bit better than
I
the
was
rest
like,
of us.
I was like, okay, I get that. Okay, let's see where this is going. But then it went fucking nowhere. And then when it did get somewhere, it was still nothing.
But he just went like absolute ape
That's
shit
crazy.
beast mode, like in the fucking restaurant, whatever, and just tearing the whole shit fucking place apart.
Thank you for doing this because I actually took notes for this fucking film because most of them are just questions, so I could be like, "What the fuck?" And most of it is, "What the fuck is happening in this scene?"
So Brody, you didn't jump on. You didn't jump on at the beginning. This is not the movie I picked, Brody. I meant to pick The Possession, not Possession.
Okay,
well,
So,
all right. So,
Dean
real
from
quick,
1981. I'll go ahead, boss.
no, the only thing I just want to say is, for me, I didn't completely hate this movie, but the one thing I said throughout the whole thing was, there's 45 minutes of this that just doesn't need to be here, plain and simple.
Yeah, I'm not going to
Agreed.
disagree with you, man.
Agreed.
And I think it's literally the moment we find out, like after their little cafe scene, the 45 minutes in between that, except for some of the body shit with that thing, doesn't need to be there.
But that body shit, we don't even get till like an hour and a half in.
Exactly. Well, that's what I mean. So it's like, well, that's a lot to cut out.
So the first thing I will say about this is Sam Neill is young as fuck in this movie. And I don't think I've ever seen Sam Neill this young. And he's still not even that young. He's like 36 in this fucking movie, which makes
Holy
me question
shit.
Yeah, that makes
everything
me
else in
question.
my life. Because I was
Wow.
like, how old was he in Jurassic Park? I was way the fuck off, bro.
God, he had to have been almost 50 in Jurassic Park then.
Well, yeah.
And then Laura Dern was like, what, in her early
Now,
20s?
I could be wrong. Maybe he was early 30s, but he was in his 30s in this movie. So even if it was early 30s at best, Jurassic Park's what, 93?
93.
Yeah, 93.
So yeah, you're a decade over anyways, but
The funny part is he just did The Omen 3 around the same time he did this.
He was 42 when he did Jurassic Park, and she was 23.
wait, what?
He was 42. Sam Neill was 42, and Dern was 23.
Wow. Yeah, I could see that. Now that you're saying that, because she definitely looked, because especially in 3, like she still looks really super like young in comparison. All right, so first and foremost, man, we start this movie off, and this movie just kind of just starts. Doesn't really fucking. Okay, here you go, Sam Neill. And
It brought me to a dark place that I didn't want to be in.
I'm sure it did. I actually was. I was like, man, I feel like Scoobs is gonna resonate the best with this one. But, so yeah, what was going on in the bed scene, man? Could he just not get it up? Were they just It was just like, no, we're not feeling this.
So
I think it was.
I think
I
they
got-
just weren't feeling it.
That's what I was getting at, and then it kind of, and then like later on when he's laying in bed with the teacher, and they're just both laying there naked.
Yeah.
And I don't know. Like, did they have sex? Did they not?
Well, no, because
You
she
don't
said
have
we
to.
don't have to have sex. But why were you topless?
Yeah, why were they naked?
'Cause they
Why
were
is
about
yeah?
to.
Why yeah? You're
Maybe they
topless
were.
and
But
he's got
I
nothing.
felt like maybe like he was they were about to, but he still feels like, attached to the wife regardless.
I would.
Okay, so
No, it wasn't still attached to the wife. He was flat out, straight up obsessed with her.
yeah, he
Yeah,
was.
seriously.
I mean, you are trying
Poor
to
bastard.
you want to try to figure out the mystery, but you figure like once you found like Heinrich and then he kicked your ass.
Like,
Like,
you'd
if
be
you
done with
could.
it. You
Yeah,
know,
just let it go.
Yeah,
Yeah,
especially
really.
after he was like touching him all weird and shit too. Like,
Is that why he killed him? Is that why he killed him? He's like, bro, he's like, that was enough. Like, you kept fucking touching me every time I
Probably.
saw you. It wasn't that you slept with my wife, is that you were creepily grabbing my hands, bro.
Eskimo brothers.
But then at the same problem, Sam Neill's doing it to the other fucking undercover detective.
Yeah, he
He's
was.
like fucking rubbing his hand.
No.
Like, what the-
The detective was rubbing his hands because Sam had his hands up like this, and then the detective grabbed them and was rubbing them.
Oh, true. He's right. He's right.
Oh. Okay. Still doesn't change the point of why the fuck is everybody so touchy.
But that detective was gay
yeah, he was.
because he said he was with the other
He was
detective.
living with
And that's
the
why
other
I
guy.
say Heinrich is bi, dude. Like, he's just a hole's a hole for that man. Like,
Heinrich
he's
would have
just
fucked
looking-
anything. Heinrich probably would have fucked his own mother.
He probably did.
He probably did. They probably had some weird,
Definitely
creepy ass
did.
threesomes.
She was making the bed and making sure there was clean sheets so that her son could get it on.
I mean,
Either a good mother or you've been.
that
in
is
position.
no. That's a weird dynamic going on there.
Like, I got a good mom, but she ain't cleaning the sheet. She ain't making sure there's fresh sheets on the bed for me to do the nasty.
Yeah, that's just.
But yeah, but like going back to this, like everybody was touchy feely. Even her fucking best friend, when she comes up to him in the fucking
Oh
garden
my
or whatever
god!
outside, and she's like ripping his clothes off.
Yeah, what
And
the
I
fuck
thought
is
she-
that? So were they already fucking?
I
Like, is
don't
that how I was
know.
supposed to take that?
Because she also says to him all the time, "I hate your guts. Like I'm so happy you're suffering." And I'm like, you are touching him like you want to fuck the shit out of him.
But that's why
It
I'm
could have
saying,
been a
like,
hate
is it,
fuck.
that's what I'm saying. Like, is it
Maybe.
one of those where it's like, yeah, it's just we're here to just do like the most disgusting shit because we hate each other, but at the same time, like, it's gonna
It
get us
gets you.
off.
And it
Exactly.
kinda-
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like,
And there's this kind of more of a hint that later when he puts his son to bed, goes in and she's laying on the bed and she just wraps her arms around him and puts her head in his lap.
bro, I thought that was going straight for a blowy, and then
So did I.
dude, I was
Yeah.
like,
So did I.
But
I was
man,
gonna be like Dave in Orgasmo. Yeah, suck that cock.
yeah, right. Yeah.
I just,
Oh, fucking
I don't know. Like I said, it wasn't a total shit fest for me yet because I was the story at the beginning. I was like, okay, I resonate with this. Like, let's see where this is going. And I was waiting for the horror. I was waiting for something, anything. Give me something. And then she kills the first guy, and I'm like, okay, cool, but what now? Like, it didn't. Nothing
much.
really fucking made sense, and the fucking acting was so goddamn bad. Like,
It was more the dialogue that was
I was
bad.
say I don't know if it was
acting.
the
I was
acting. I think it was
dialogue.
like that's
The
like, I feel-
dialogue was very European and very artsy.
But
and
the
maybe
only
that's
person
why
I
it
could
doesn't
understand was
resonate
Sam
with
Neill.
us.
Could be.
But the only person I understood was Sam Neill. Everybody else, I'm like, what did you just say?
Oh, dude, I turned the captions on immediately. I knew it was going to be a movie like that.
Like
Dude, some of the stuff they said didn't line
Right?
up. I'm like, there's no way you just said what was on that screen.
And I still, every time it pops up, I mention it. I still love whenever it mentions the squelching noises because we got that in this too.
So
It said
you
like
mentioned-
organs squelching or something.
You mentioned the restaurant earlier, and this is where so like, yeah, why pick a restaurant to have that kind of discussion? You know what I mean? Like, you're gonna get angry.
Okay, so I know a lot of people they like to do breakups in public places because
Public
there's less chance of them making a scene. That was not the case here.
That was the exact
definitely made
opposite.
Yeah.
He's chucking chairs, dude. Like, what the fuck, man?
But
He's
the best
chucking
part,
chairs in the wrong direction because I'd have thrown one right at her.
But how
I
great
was
was
thinking
it?
the same thing. I'm
whole-
like, he don't know what he's doing here.
The whole kitchen staff just comes out just to fuck him up. Like, they
Right?
all
Like
just
the
pile
chef.
on top.
The chefs. Well, you know, like some of them boys were just fucking waiting. They're just like, yeah, dude, I just need something to pop off. And they're like, yeah,
Can we
Yep.
talk about the worst fight scene I've ever seen in any fucking movie between him and Heinrich? It was so fucking shit, and the hits
that was
were
judo
so
chop Austin
fucking-
Powers, bro.
Yes, yes,
Yes.
so terrible.
Ah!
And then he's bleeding from all these, and I'm like, okay,
Yo, man, he's a bleeder. He took one.
Well, then
good
even
little
when he's
kick.
slapping the wife, those fucking little.
Oh my god, dude. Those were the bitchiest slaps
The
ever. I'm like,
bitchiest
my,
slaps
I'm
ever.
watching him like my 6-year-old hits harder than this fuck.
So that's why I said to Chad Diego when, as watching this film, I was like, "Is this why I was in the video nasties? Is just because he's slapping some chick, dude?"
I think more than anything, I think it was her
Definitely more
fucking
the
the
ending.
monster at the end.
Yes, we definitely get some
Yeah.
hentai fucking
Yeah.
action going on
Yes,
in
we
this
do.
film, and I know this is jumping around now at this point, but like we've mentioned that Hendrik was super touchy.
Well, that's,
One thing we didn't mention though, his PI or his
Oh my god.
Let's get her.
he is the worst fucking PI in the
Oh, yeah.
goddamn
I
world.
wrote that. I wrote that right there. Worst PI ever.
This dude,
He was not trying to look like he wasn't
this dude
following her.
was
He
10 feet from her at all times, breathing down her neck.
staring
Don't mind
straight
me.
at her and everything.
Right?
Walks right past her on the fucking
Oh,
stairs to her
what
own apartment.
Oh my
I
What
god.
was up with the dude eating the banana? Like he just like takes the
Yo, he
banana
fucking
out of her
stole
phone.
that.
He's like some homeless guy that just reaches into her bag and grabs a banana. I love
So
that.
that was one of the best scenes,
That
first of
was.
all. And secondly, I took it as he sat next to her because she knew she was getting followed. So as long as she sits next to somebody, she might be safer. I
But
could
I
be
love-
wrong.
I didn't get that, but I saw that and like, is that something that happens in Germany? Like, do homeless people just take food from your bag and people are okay with that?
Let me take your bananas.
I just love the fact that there's no reaction from her. He's just like this, like looking at her, like, crack, puts it back
Like
in.
I thought maybe she fell asleep or something. No, she's
But
not.
that her head moves, yeah.
It
He
did look
ju-
like
he
she nodded off really quick, which would be weird. It's like, what? She's narcoleptic all of a sudden? But like, no, she was still. Yes,
I did
Why
like
did-
that. Yes.
Okay, so the wife and I thank you, Brody. The wife and I rewound that spot because we didn't understand what the fuck. We were like, did he just kick a head? And we were pretty fucking sure it was a head.
Yeah.
I do
Maybe it's
remember
not.
that.
Dude, it's
I
right.
remember
It's
it.
as the PI, like she goes in and he's outside. and,
Is
like,
that when he
all of a
tripped
sudden-
over?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, and all of a sudden he like
That's why he
boots it
tripped.
and it kicks in the air, and it's like, was that a fucking head? Because it looks like it's hair and shit.
Well, I was
when
gonna
it's
say, you
flying.
see the hair flowing around. I'm like, that's not a. That's a. The fuck is this shit? It's a head.
Which, like, we're just gonna nonchalantly fucking pass that by. What the fuck are you doing there, dude? Like,
Speaking of other things, so another part that made me laugh, and I swear to God, this just had really shitty editing, but the one time when she stormed out of their apartment, did you notice that she went through the wrong fucking door the first time?
Yes, she did.
She
I
walks
remember it
into the
now.
kitchen, turns around, walks out, then storms out the front door.
Yes, she does.
no, I didn't notice that.
I noticed that.
One
too.
time she storms out of the apartment, like, did she just walk through the wrong door?
I mean,
And
clearly,
then,
she's
and then the
nuts
next shot,
at this
she's
point.
outside. It's like that's not right.
I don't know, man. This movie was a trip for sure, and it was definitely like a slow burn for the first 55 minutes
Okay,
until the first kill.
Real quick, the only scene, I'm not even uncomfortable, but I have to ask, did anybody else just look at the scene where the PI is in her apartment? She's like, would you like some wine? Like, I'm like, I was uncomfortable watching her say, would you like some wine?
She's trying to get that dick, dude.
She's trying to get some. I don't fucking
First of
know.
all, you
I
gotta
think
say
she was
that,
just-
like, I apologize if this offends anybody, but yo, man, that bitch was a skank. Because straight up, she admitted that she slept with what's his name on the first fucking night
Yeah.
without even like thinking about it. So
I think he drugged her. I think, in all honesty, because he went to India to get drugs or something.
I don't know if he drugged her. I think they were just probably doing drugs and fuck.
I think
Yeah,
I don't think he did. I don't think he like drugged her. I don't think he like roofied her. But
No. Because like obviously she was all about it because she, but then she ends up fucking her own mutant spawn Sam Neill tentacle hybrid. I don't know.
Which never
Blech.
is explained. Like
Yeah,
it's
that
just-
was. Why would that be his doppelganger? Like, why? There's no reason.
I don't know, but she sure as shit was enjoying it.
Did she?
Almost.
Well, I mean, like, okay, so like like, where did her doppelganger come from? Did she give birth to her own doppelganger too?
I think that was just a coincidence.
I
I
think
think they just happen to look alike.
Yeah.
But then, like, so what's going on with the ending? I know we're
I
jumping.
thought
around
at
here,
the
but, like,
end. Okay,
the ending is she seemed like she was like kind of into it.
Here's what I got
I don't know.
for the end. She was the one that started the whole thing. She
shebang?
was the initial doppelganger that set everything up.
Maybe I could see
Like
that.
she was the one that made, maybe made the wife somehow meet Heinrich or whatever. And I don't know. I just felt like at the end, she was the mastermind of it all. The kid was already a doppelganger too, maybe. Because what the fuck? Why did he?
Oh, then he goes up and fucking drowns himself.
Yeah.
Like,
I don't think he was, dude. I just think I don't know.
I think
Man.
he just didn't. Yeah.
that kid was batshit crazy too. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, he was
I
fucked
think
up, and he knew his dad. He knew the doppelganger was at the door trying to get in. And what the fuck happened? And what the fuck happened at the very end with all the planes and the bombs and shit going off?
Yeah, what the
Was it the end of the world or something? What the hell was that?
Like, I know
Well-
this was supposed to be in Berlin and shit, but I'm like, okay, time wise, I'm like, no, nothing. What are we doing here?
Yeah, nothing happened in Berlin in 1981. I mean, the communism fell like what 7 years later in '88, I think it was.
Yeah.
89, yeah.
Was it 88, 89, something like that? So
Well, I've read a few things online that, like, some people say that the doppelganger, the teacher, she doesn't actually look like his wife. It's what he's projecting. Somebody said that this is almost like a fever dream for him, and I'm like, I could kind of see that.
If
you
that
think
was
about it
the
for 2
case,
seconds.
if that was the case, then I would almost want like any woman he looks at to look like his wife. You know
Well,
what I
yeah.
mean? Like,
So I'm gonna say this: if you're confused by this, John, you have a movie on your list that does the exact same thing. It's even more confusing for next year.
which one was that again?
Cemetery Man.
Oh God!
Oh.
Yeah.
Anna
Yeah, but that's
Fauci
what-
plays 3 different roles.
Yeah, but see, when I started watching that, and that feels more like a Back to the Future thing to me. Like, it's not so much like.
But she plays 3 different roles in that movie, and I will say her tits are much nicer.
Yeah, but that's also a horror comedy. So at least
It's
like,
a very
you know,
dark comedy. It's
Yeah, but it's still got something. Yeah, I don't know. Either way, we're watching it. That's all that matters. What do we see here? What do we got? Brody's got a big explanation. Let's. Who wants to read this one out? Scoot?
I got it.
Bob?
I'll do it. I think the expression was that she gave birth to a humanoid version of Sam Neill, a version she wanted to replace. I think he's meant to be the devil, and that's why we hear the world ending,
Okay.
which would actually make sense.
I don't know, but
Yes.
I was kind of wondering the way he was acting, the way he's talking, his mannerisms. It almost seemed like he had Heinrich's soul inside of him. Like he was acting very Heinrich.
I mean, his eyes were completely black. Well, I mean, not his full eyes, but like at least his pupils. Like he didn't have his normal Sam Neill blue eyes.
I didn't notice that.
I don't know,
weird,
man.
There was just so much that needed explaining, and I felt like I watched 2 hours of, like you said, it was a 2-hour art film that just did not make.
So
I did
sense to me.
get a kick out of we kind of mentioned this in the chat to bring this up. Why the fuck did they mold a high heel into Marguerite's fucking cast?
because man, she's got to keep. Bro, she's
That
gotta
was
keep, you know,
fucking hilarious.
she's got to wear that other high heel, fucking hike that ass up. A little bit. Her name is fucking Guckmaster, bro. Like she's got to keep up.
Gluck.
She's got to keep presentation. Up
Okay,
and
so
ready.
Brody says he mentioned that it looks like she has a miscarriage for another Hugo inside the subway scene. That was a fucked up scene right there, but the blood was. It looked like she was melting because it was coming from her head too.
Yeah, it was.
Yes.
Yeah,
weird.
I just like that it was. It was cool that it was coming out of all orifices. I thought that was interesting
So I just
and
looked
gross.
up. I looked
Very
up
gross.
something that maybe this might help the explanation of the film in
That
general.
subway scene, though, honestly, man, you could have cut off like a minute and a half.
Yeah.
Of that screaming, and I would have been fine with it. That went a little too long for my taste.
You know,
Dude, I'm sitting there turning the volume down because I'm just like, shut the fuck up.
well, and there's a lot of this. There's a lot of this movie that if somebody hears you watching this movie, they think you're
Bro.
watching porn.
Yes.
Because there was a lot,
especially the ballet
ballerinas,
scene.
bro.
Yes.
So I'm sitting there watching it, and my coworkers, the crowd. I'm like, I'm not watching porn. I swear to God,
I was watching that, and
porn.
I'm sitting there thinking, my wife's probably gonna think there's some lesbian shit going on right now.
Yeah,
I was waiting for my daughter to come out during that. I'm like, Jesus Christ.
I was waiting for my mom to be like, what the fuck is going on up there?
No, especially that scene, and then obviously, it's not even like I joke, ha ha ha. We have a hentai scene, but we legitimately have a fucking hentai scene.
He is fucking a thing with tentacles.
Sam Neill is literally getting cuckolded by himself as a hentai tentacle monster, bro.
Mm-hmm.
This is no fucking shit and joke.
Yeah, and he's sitting there and watched, and
I don't know, man.
Ooh, wait. Hot take, real quick. That doppelganger is Sam Neill.
The doppelganger?
I like how it says doppelganger. The doppelganger.
Look, anyway, no. That character, that's Sam Neill in Event Horizon years later.
I don't know, man, but Sam Neill likes his tentacle movies, doesn't he? Because we got
he loves being insane. He loves being fucking crazy.
This just made me want to watch Mouth of Madness, though. I'm not even gonna lie. I was like, I just want to watch a better Sam Neill.
And see, I don't know. I'm. It's a toss up between that and Event Horizon. This for which
I love Event Horizon, man, but we're never gonna get the true version that we need.
I know. Yeah. I really wish we could, but that's.
So here, I found something that maybe helps with, I guess, explanation of this, but we'll see. It says with possession, it leaves behind the legacy of a failed relationship where love neither heals or urges us to do better. Instead, it forces us to confront the pit of self-destruction and shame and obsession meet. In the end, we're all makers of our own evil. I think that would say that she was trying to somehow, this is her own evil in her mind or something like that.
That is a very pretentious way of talking about it. Like John said, all the reviews. I
just read it. I just read it. I was like,
I'm not blaming you. I'm blaming whoever the fuck wrote that shit.
If you go out and read the reviews, man, these things are up and down. It's either people give this shit a 10 out of 10, which if that's your bag, that's fine. It may be Brody's bag. We haven't got there. He said he said we're gonna not like his review. I disagree. I always like when we all have different takes on this shit.
I guarantee this would be right up Bod Boss's alley.
Oh, absolutely, dude.
Yeah.
That wouldn't even be a question, I don't think.
I agree.
No, it's yeah. But actually, should we listen to Brody? I mean,
yes, I want to hear what
let's do this.
I mean, we could always go back to discussing more after the fact, so let's see what we got.
Howdy fucking duty there, folks. It's your DKB. You're back for another episode of Gore, and this week I'm here to talk to you about Possession. Definitely one of them films that I'd never ever heard of as a kid until obviously I grew up.
There's the podcast.
Internet, people were ranting and raving about how somewhat decent this film was that no one's really ever heard of. I think it won an award over at Cannes Film Festival. Don't quote me on that, but it was some decent festival that it won for, or something. It won something at least anyway, but Chad will probably pick up on that. But in saying that, I searched high and low for it on eBay. I found a copy. I watched it. Was not disappointed in it. This is a film that I fucking really appreciate. I know a lot of people out there are going to be like, it's slow, it's boring, it's dumb, it doesn't make any sense, and I get that. But for me personally, it has everything that I wanted in the subgenre of the horror genre, that psychological horror, the body horror there. You know, it sort of plays off at times a bit more of a thriller and a mystery than it is a horror film. But when these horror themes and elements flutter throughout the scenery, in certain shots and that, it goes pretty fucking hard. It's quite disturbing at times. It's definitely a film that made me want to have a fucking shower after watching it, in a good way. But you know it's done its job when it makes you feel that gritty griminess on your skin, like it's done its job, and I think that's what they were sort of setting out to do. So starting with the acting, fucking fantastic, I reckon. It kind of feels like a bit of a theatre or a stage play at times, while inverting to a soap opera in certain scenes and elements of the film. That's probably mainly due to, obviously, not only the acting, but the certain framing. It was like this really weird, unique cinematography in certain scenes where, You get a wide shot establishing the two having an argument of this downward spiral of a relationship, and there's no editing cuts. It just sort of plays out as like a realistic S-type moment, but the camera's placed in a really weird spot in certain scenes. But yeah, I mean, Sam Neill in this, a very young Sam Neill, was absolutely going hard, but not to mention his co-star, the actress, I can't think of her name, I do apologise. She just fucking chews up the scenery in this film, especially the certain subway scene that everyone knows this film for. Yeah. My God, it is bonkers. It goes hard to balls to the fucking wall. And yeah, it's just grotesque by the end of it. So yeah, she really come out, and for her to sort of play off as these two different characters to, you know, one's got some psychological problems where the other one's just fucking really nice and down to earth. So, yeah, I thought the acting in this film was fucking superb. Like I just mentioned about the cinematography a little bit there, I kind of feel like they really knew how to capture the element of the locations, the aesthetic of interior and exterior, and really amp up that tension and fear with that really... It was really dark and grainy in certain scenes, but the locations really helped the aesthetic of this film become even more really haunting. I love the locations in this film. They're really, when you're inside the apartments, you get that really tall, interior structure of the roof being so high, which creates this more gothic presence for me personally, this atmospheric element in each certain room. You know, it tells its own little story. So like where the monster is in this film, it could be the kitchen, it could be one room or the bedroom. The way they're able to shoot it it could be a dolly on sticks, the way they're able to push in on it and reveal to the audience this monster, this creature, it really comes with a very aesthetic of unease, and I fucking really appreciate it from this film. You can definitely tell that it's somewhat borrowed to an extent cinematography elements of shots from The Shining in this. Like, you can definitely tell it just creates that fear and tension. So yeah, cinematography absolutely fucking awesome in this film. So the body horror in this film is absolutely fucking bonkers. It makes me feel makes me, to be honest, feel fucking sick. Let's just put it that way. There's bodily fluids on the fucking floor. You got the monster, this tadpole-like creature slowly growing into this fucking humanoid-like person. It looks like something out of a Tool film clip. And then you can see what looks to be like slime and semen on the ground while this chick makes out with it, and she's like, oh, it fucked me last night and all this. So, yeah, it really made my stomach fucking churn. Like I said earlier, it just made me want to have a fucking chair after watching this film. But realistically, the practical effects in this, what they're able to achieve with it, I don't know who the practical effects designer was in this film, but they did a fucking fantastic job for this type of film. So I kind of like the whole aesthetic of the film. It just feels like a fever dream mixed with realism, like the whole downward spiral of this couple, you know, they're breaking up or whatever, and she's cheating on him with this fucking humanoid thing. It's fucking crazy. But essentially mixing it up with like little things here and there throughout some scenes where the director will add in the edit that kind of throws you off guard and makes you think, why the fuck is that even there? And then, you know, like it doesn't really add anything to the story, but it somewhat makes sense still. It's kind of weird. It's very hard to explain until you watch the film. But like I said, upon the second viewing, you start to pick up on it a little bit more and appreciate it a bit more for what it is. And then, yeah, so, yeah. Right, so Gore and Moore score. I'm going to have to give it a solid 4. Look, all right. Like I said, I really fucking appreciate this film for what it is. I love the acting, the cinematography, the locations. I even like the storytelling of, like I just mentioned, like it sort of makes sense, but it doesn't. And if you get rid of the fever dream element about it, it'll totally make even fucking more sense. But I think it just adds character to the film and makes you, you know, really, well, for me personally, appreciate it a bit more. It's something a bit different. But yeah, solid 4 this week. I look forward to hearing what you guys have to say about the film, and I'll catch y'all next week. Cheers, gentlemen.
Cheers, Brody. And
thank you, Brody. He's going to hate us.
He already had an idea. You know.
Never hate honesty. Like I said, I liked it, but 45 minutes of it could go bye-bye.
And Podboss said we'd be right saying that this is up his alley.
Oh, absolutely, dude. So, yeah, I mean, like, maybe if he... within that first 50 minutes, if you just gave me a little bit of something, it didn't have to be a kill, just something gross and slimy. You know what I mean? Be like, ooh, what was that? You know, just like you'll pique my interest at that point, and I'll keep like, okay, I'm waiting now. But man, I don't know, man. I'm glad Brody. Yeah. I'm glad Brody enjoyed it, and I'm glad there are other people out there that can enjoy it. But like Chad Daddy, wasn't my personal bag. Oh my god, what the hell we were talking about? Brody mentioned. You said the creature design was from Alien, right?
Or yeah, he did the animatronic for the
Alien. Okay, game. Sweet.
And he's worked on some other high profile stuff. Like he worked on E.T., he worked on Close Encounters of the Third Kind. So this guy, he knows his stuff.
Oh, for real. All right.
I just wish we would have got more of the tentacle monster, whatever.
Yeah, that's what, just a little bit.
Would have got more of it.
Maybe,
or even something leading up to it instead of this. Boom! It's right there. You know, it's kind of like a.
Maybe have like one of the. Maybe like the PI happen earlier so he can get killed off earlier. So at least we have. Like I said, you don't even need that. You just even a slimy tentacle in the apartment that she's at. You're just like, what the fuck was that? And then just like her walking out, and you see it like slither as like she's closing the door.
Kind of like in The Mouth of Madness, you know, you get little hints.
Yeah, just a little like, what the fuck was that, dude? And then, okay, now I'm more like intrigued.
I agree with that.
I don't know. I didn't care about the characters, unfortunately. Like, I wanted to care about Sam Neill, but then at the same time, like, I didn't after a certain point. And I don't remember
especially after he slapped her around.
I think that might have been that moment. I was like, nah, fuck you, dude. You could have just walked out at this fucking point. Like, you know what? I'm gonna take the kid. See ya. But yeah, different time, different place. Can't really judge.
Which he kind of did. He kind of did take the, and he just still kept pushing. You know, he still kept stalking her, and
he's felt desperate.
She must have really had that grip, man.
Well, no, I think she lost it after that miscarriage on the fucking subway there.
Is that what you would? I guess I didn't take it as that. But...
I mean, well, all right, well, but now I take it definitely. Well, Brody mentioned it here in his comment. It looks like she has a miscarriage for another humanoid. That would make a lot of sense.
So
is that maybe where the doppelganger came from?
That's what I thought. That's where the teacher came from. And then obviously she had another doppelganger that is Sam Neill. That was my thought, but
because if I'm correct, the miscarriage happened when he was away, which I think was a year before all of like where they're at now.
Right, and like you don't know how long that teacher's been a teacher or anything, and obviously like it came out full human or like full like adult and everything like that. I don't know.
I mean,
I guess it could be left up to interpretation.
I was fully expecting her to pull off the wig, and it was going to be the wife the whole time.
Dun, dun, dun.
It'd be like that movie Color of Night.
Can't say I've seen that.
You should see that. Bruce Willis. You get to see Bruce Willis's, the full Monty.
Oh,
yeah.
Hello there. All right.
Hello there.
Is there anything else that we wanted to discuss, gentlemen?
I kind of want to hear any behind the scenes. If nothing.
Say, Chad, if you got behind the scenes,
I got a little bit. Bit. So, star Sam Neill once cited Possession as his personal favorite of all the films he'd ever been in. He also commented on the rigors of filming. He said, "I call it the most extreme film I've ever made in every possible respect." And he asked of us things I wouldn't and couldn't go to now. And I think I only just escaped that film with my sanity barely intact. But he didn't go into.
I'm trying to think. Wow, that's crazy. Because like just thinking of like other movies that he's done. Because like, I guess it's all makeup effects and the other shit where it's like
this one. If you really, I mean, it is a long movie and can be boring. There is a lot of emotion he expresses in this. But
it's mostly anger.
That's a lot to keep up. If you think about that for a second.
Well, I was just thinking about more of like him getting like fucked around towards the end and shit like that. Like I feel like he's doing a lot more throwing himself around than he usually does. But maybe, I don't know. Is that what he meant? Like, was it physical, mental, the whole thing? I
think more mental than physical. Maybe a little bit of both, but it seemed.
Maybe it was just mental because he's trying to wrap himself around this fucking dialogue, and he's like, "Man, how do I make this make sense? And he's like, you know what? I just literally need to be like snap the wire and be like, nope.
You know what it was? It was probably the fact that he had to pick up a fucking bird feather off of the floor of a dirty bathroom and put it in his mouth.
No, he didn't pick it up off the floor. He dug it out of the fucking garbage.
Yes, he did.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yep.
What would-
he did that?
I saw that and I'm like, why a feather? Why not just stick your own finger down?
I
your
was just
throat?
thinking, I'm like,
That's what Jen and I said. We were like, why didn't you just fucking like? I don't know.
what? Why?
Maybe that doesn't do it to him, so he needed the
Choices.
Does
And
that mean his
also,
gag reflexes don't work or something?
why did he have to even actually throw up? Why didn't he could just made the noise and got Heinrich in that way?
Also, fair point. Why did he need to kill Heinrich though? Like, was it just full?
That was just
jealousy?
revenge. That was just jealous
Yeah, that was
revenge, I
pure.
think.
You were fucking my wife. Go fuck
I feel like
yourself.
personally, man, I feel like he should have just dicked down his mom. Like, it would have been a way. Like, I feel like that would have been a way more one.
I think he should have just dicked down her best friend and the teacher.
Yeah, I would have done that.
I would have.
And Hendrik's mom,
And Heinrich's mom. And possibly
Oh,
Heinrich. He would have been willing.
bro. The fact that she just straight up like down pills in that scene where she's just like, all right, I'm going to sleep forever now. My son's
I gotta
dead
say-
and life's done. Like,
She was
dang.
straight up just honest with him, like, yeah, I'm good. See you later.
yeah, man, I don't know. That was a
Anyway,
weird scene too. I thought like Sam Neill was trying to bang her in that scene, dude.
he
This
looked like it.
movie felt like everybody was trying to fuck each other. I don't know what it was, dude.
It really did.
Like, every scene, like somebody was trying to fuck somebody. It didn't matter who it was.
Okay, why do we have such an uncomfortable scene of him taking his son's shirt off and then, just,
holding his son like that.
yeah,
And then they recreate it with him
with his
holding
wife.
her.
Yeah.
So
I don't
weird.
know.
So,
That was weird. I couldn't figure that correlation out. Brody,
Like,
you got something?
My first thought was like, did his son have bruises? Was Heinrich beating him or something? But you didn't. There was no follow up.
no, there wasn't. There wasn't at all.
No. And you don't want your mind to wander to weird spots because you're like, ew, gross.
That was just so
So,
bizarre.
no, that was good call on that.
Ugh.
Blech.
Now I understand what Brody means by needing a shower after this.
Right? Like, I kind of forgot about that scene.
So did that until just not.
Oh.
Okay.
Lead actress is incest. If birth for that humanoid, then only to fuck it.
Kinda.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Gross.
pretty much.
Incest hentai. You. Incest tentacle hentai. It gotta be more specific. You gotta throw that tentacle in there.
Yeah, you need a lot more in there.
What did I do?
Did Mel watch this with you?
No.
No, you watched it today.
I watched it today.
I would just love to hear her take on that.
She would have fucking enjoyed the fuck out of it. You were like, fuck yeah.
The hentai?
Tentacle
Yeah.
porn, woo.
And then she would have looked at you and said, shall we recreate?
Get the socks.
You know, we need to summon her. Somebody needs to mention pirates.
Oh God.
There you go.
No, do not mention pirates. Mel will pop in and be like,
Does someone mention pirates?
Pirates.
Every fucking time.
"You
The wind changes direction.
Winds in the east.
She's just sitting there. She just hears yo ho, pirates life for me.
Oh fuck.
No,
Brody,
God damn it, no.
Come on.
I'm not saying that name this time. Reportedly, writer-director Andrzej Zulawski has said that he penned the film's screenplay during the divorce he was going through at the time with actress Malgorzata Brownick. What a fucking name is that?
Could have just called her
A
Mary.
long one.
That's what she said.
I have no idea who she is. But yeah, he was going through a messy divorce with her, and that kind of heavily influenced the writing and the structure of this movie. And I guess it's all supposed to symbolize what he was going through in his head. I don't know.
So that
I
makes
don't
me
really care.
question- That makes me question of like, okay, so more than likely his woman cheated on him, clearly, right? So who was the fat, gross slob pig that she slept with that he envisioned as this gross tentacle monster? I need to know who that dude is.
Maybe
in
it was
real life.
multiple dudes. Maybe there was a Heinrich guy.
Oh, so this is like a society kind of thing? Like everybody's just
Yeah.
fucking the shit out of her?
It could totally be an orgy, yeah.
Welcome to my life, buddy.
Bro. Maybe he did. Maybe he walked in getting fucking finger trapped, bro. Like,
Ooh.
Old finger cuffs.
I
Eiffel
don't
Tower.
know. Yeah. Anyways, Chad Daddy, what else we got?
The film was heavily censored for its US release and banned in the UK. I can go. I'll go more to the whole thing about it being cut later on.
Yeah.
Isabella Johnny told a French magazine that it took her several years to get over playing Anna. She also said she'd never take on a similar role, and allegedly she tried to take her own life after the movie was filmed.
What the fuck?
Christ.
I don't want to say I'm not surprised, but there was a lot of emotion from that woman. Can't argue with that.
Damn, I was gonna say something funny, but I feel like that. I was
Make
like, I wonder
that
if she's
dark
doing.
joke.
I was gonna say, I wonder if she's doing cons and if she would ever sign a tentacle dildo for me.
Wow.
If she's still,
You know, we haven't talked about is that weird scene the second time he's talking to Heinrich, or Heinrich comes over to his fucking.
Oh, and Heinrich's like drunk or whatever, but
he's like
not.
Yeah, he's like fucking out of
literally
his mind.
bouncing off the walls.
Yes,
He's
he
got
is.
drunk, right?
I
He's
don't
got
know.
drunk, but he's
But
never
he's just,
drunk
like,
bouncing wall to wall.
Drunk or he's on drugs. There's nothing else.
Maybe
And that-
you know what? No, that makes more sense because he had the drugs from India or wherever the fuck. So yeah, he probably is all okay.
Oh, he's definitely spaced
And
out.
he was like even more touchy feely in that scene too.
Bro. I mean,
I
he
get-
already had like his shirt wide open, dude.
Yeah,
like,
he was. Oh my god.
ready. Oh man. Yeah, that dude is just ready to fuck anything, whatever.
Have hole will fuck.
Right? He just wants a pile of flesh, dude. Just like
Well, he should have been in the movie Society then.
for real.
Oh Christ! Isabella Johnny won the Best Actress award at the Cannes Film Festival in '81 for her performance in both this picture and James Ivory's Merchant Ivory production of Quartet.
Oh, nice.
Gene said pterodactyl style. He wrote a correct plate or a barber's.
Oh my god.
The film was initially banned in the UK as a video nasty in the early '80s, but the BBFC later approved it in 1999.
Wow. It's a long stretch.
BBFC?
It's a long stretch, but
BBFC.
the Chainsaw Massacre was longer than that.
That's what she
Big
said.
black fat cock. Is that what?
Big black fucking cock.
Boy, look at that black cock.
Whoa! All right.
I think we've just set the record for number of times Black Cock has been said on our show.
And pirates.
And Pirates. Yo
And
ho.
pirates.
She
I'm
still
surprised
hasn't
she
shut
hasn't showed up. I would say it's like Beetlejuice. You say pirates, and then she just like magically appears.
Well, one pirate has a
Hold on,
black
let's
cock,
try.
so there
Pirates,
you go.
pirates.
Black cock.
No fucking way. No fucking way.
She just walked in,
Walked
didn't
in
she?
the
She
door.
just fucking walked in. I swear to God. I had no idea she was here.
Yes.
There she
Called
is.
it. Called it.
There she is.
I knew it'd summon her.
Manifested. Manifest.
They we said something about pirates earlier, and they're like, "Where's Mel? We need Mel to appear." And then I was like, "She's like Beetlejuice. You got to say it 3 times: pirates, pirates, pirates." And then
She walks in. Just
I
literally.
had no idea you were here. None. Zero.
Awesome.
Oh, that's
For
great.
any of you audio listeners, you need to watch the video.
Yes.
So the movie was a French-West German co-production shot in West Berlin, but it wasn't released in Germany until its release in late 2009.
Holy shit.
Damn.
You know what's one thing I forgot I said before the show and I never mentioned. For 1981, man, the restoration of this film is
Clean.
legit.
Oh, yeah,
it
that's
is
really good.
clean as
That was a
fuck.
pristine copy that they had on Shudder.
Yeah. I could not complain about that by any fucking means. This movie looked great. I will say that 100%. So I feel like I got to give a little bit of solid points somewhere I can.
Okay, continue on. Debut English language feature film of Polish director Andrzej Zlowowski. I didn't even. Andrzej.
Mike Kozlowski.
Now you guys know how it feels when you got to do 10 names in a row.
He's
You
there to
keep
be
saying
spooky.
Andre, and I feel like in my head 3,000 keeps popping up before you say the name. So if you just want to do that,
Andre 3000.
Z1000.
This picture is very much a multicultural production, and particularly a European one. It was a French-West German co-production, filmed in English with a Polish director, a Kiwi male lead actor from New Zealand, mostly German actors in the supporting roles, and a French female lead actress.
Damn. That is a
That's
that's a smorgasbord right there.
literally.
Wow.
I do want to say I love Sam Neill, but he is my second favorite New Zealander. Got to give it to Carl Urban.
Oh.
Oh yeah.
Ooh. Yeah. I mean, yeah, dude. So many good roles.
So here's a good question. You get a bunch of Kiwis on one side, a bunch of Australians on the other side, just let them fight. Brody, who's going to win?
Well, Brody's gonna, of course, say Australian.
Oh, the fucking Australians, mate.
Yeah, of course, dude. Doesn't matter if they have Johnny Cage or not, dude. Or Judge Dredd.
The surrealist, clean quality that Andre Z3000 wanted for the film was aided by the Steadicam work of the camera operators, and Bruno Neuten's cinematography and lighting.
All right.
Very nice.
Carl Urban's
Nice.
and the Boys is fucking incredible. That is from Brody King.
I still haven't watched that.
I am
watched
still
it
behind.
either.
I also don't have Amazon Prime, so
Oh, there you go.
yeah, that'll happen. Oh,
Oh.
FG Jack. Oh, yeah, they got the
he's got
Wolverine.
Wolvie. He's got Wolvie.
That's true. That's true. Fantastic singing voice, too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Great showman.
I mean, they also have AC/DC, just saying. So
I mean, they could just sing while the fight's going on.
Yeah.
exactly.
In the middle of
All right, don't go
There's-
too long. Don't go over 10 seconds. We'll get fucking.
There's wall graffiti reading, "You're just another brick in the wall," with an anarchy symbol for the last A. I didn't notice.
I had no idea.
Nope. The only graffiti I ever noticed was outside the big apartment. It didn't say like private or something like that. I don't know. Anyways.
Actor Michael Hogben acts out his exclusive role once a year on the anniversary of its release.
What?
That's
Was that Bob?
I don't know.
That wasn't me.
Yeah, that was no.
No.
That was the kid. That was
Oh!
the kid, Bob.
Wow.
Was he the kid? Was it the kid?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the kid.
So what the
So
fuck
what
is
does
he
he
acting
do?
out?
He probably runs to the tub and
He
fucking
drowns himself in the
He runs
tub.
up to the tub and drowns himself every time. He runs up to the tub yelling, "Don't open the door."
His wife gets pissed because he just sits there and he's covered in jelly in the middle of his fucking house. He's like, God damn it.
She walks in the
Jelly
door and sees him.
everywhere.
She walks in the door and sees him sitting there. She's like, "Ah, shit! It's that time of year, isn't it?"
Yeah.
What's his name? There's got to be a YouTube video. What's his
I'm
name?
willing to bet there is.
Michael Hogben. Excuse me.
Hogben.
How do you spell that?
Hogben.
Oh, it's on the. Is it in the notes?
Hogben.
Oh my God. It's ridiculous.
I'm just picturing that. She's like, "Oh, not this again."
I'm trying to
Which
think
one-
what other scenes did he have? He had the jelly scene. That was where he brought in the boat.
The
He takes off
drowning.
he takes off his shirt and Sam Neill feels him up.
Oh God!
Yes.
Once a
he
year, the
does.
wife walks through the door and he's just standing there shirtless, and there's Sam Neill kneeling in front of him.
It's like, hi, honey. By the
I
look
wasn't
of Steve's
expecting that, but
face,
yeah.
he found something. Steve, what did you find?
Nothing. I was laughing because Charlie just woke up from a nap and she's doing raspberry.
Okay, Time Out magazine compared the behavior of Isabella Johnny's character to the actions of a dervish of unrestrained emotion and pure sexual terror.
Sexual terror.
Yeah, sexual.
All right. I feel like those two words shouldn't go together personally. But
Brody says he reckons Sam Neill would even laugh at what I
Fucking
said.
A, man. Him and Sam Neill just hang out one day every year. That's their fucking get together. All right, Sam, you got to clean me. I'm going to cover me in jelly. Ready?
Oh, good God. Okay, let's see. I already mentioned Carlo Rambaldi doing the effects on the alien. Many writers about possession have paid attention to the motif of doppelganger throughout the film. Both spouses die, but they are replaced by doubles, ideal models of husband and wife. Anna grows a double of Mark from the creature, an indefatigable lover who is always by her side. The real Mark finds a copy of Anna in the person of the school teacher, Helen. She is a gentle character and does not demand anything from Mark, being an ideal housewife.
So it doesn't explain where she came from. He's just like, yeah, they found her.
Like I said, I think it's more just coincidence than anything.
But she's still a doppelganger. So it's like, how many women are fucking giving birth to doppelgangers around the city, dude?
Apparently,
It's
all
Germany.
That too. He makes a good point.
Chalk it up to the freaky Germans.
I mean, I don't think they're far from.
Hey, I was married to a German. That's all I'm saying.
I mean, I had a friend that was that lived on a street. Oh God!
Wow.
My dog just fell off the bed behind me.
Oh,
Oh,
He's just sitting there rolling all around, and I
There he
just
is.
said, boom. Are you okay?
oh,
you
his
said
I
that-
could see he's like, what happened?
Germany's a place, dude. I mean,
Oh, sorry.
my friend, I remember she was at an army base, I think it was, right? Where her band lived. But anyways, like at the local bar was every Wednesday was genital piercing night.
Oh.
So yeah, you
Oh
know,
my.
yeah, right. You do that at Molly, Steve?
No, I
Oh,
mean,
okay.
I might start, but
Oh, bro.
I don't know if you should, homie.
Bro just said something interesting. Maybe the bitch wife was already an evil doppelganger of the nice wife. You know, he was away for like a fucking year.
Ah, ooh.
Or
Maybe
months or
different
whatever.
hair color? Well,
That actually.
yeah, but that would have
But
made
she
sense
could-
at the end.
But she
though.
could. This could be a doppelganger of the original wife being dead already.
Oh, maybe.
so there's two top.
I don't know.
Hmm.
I don't know.
I don't know. But now
So
I
the
think
plot-
we all need to go. We all need to go to that bar in Germany.
No.
I'm not getting my junk pierced again.
That was the. You talking about the bar in the movie, or
Yes. No, the bar.
The bar that I was talking about?
Yes.
I don't wanna go there.
Oh no,
I'm good, dude.
it could be one and the same. It could
Bobby-
be the same
Bobby, you're gonna
bar.
pull your cock
I
out. and
feel
none of
like
us
you're
are
gonna-
want to go get pierced after
I
that.
feel like that's gonna be one of those situations where like a young dude hears genital piercing night and he's like, "Fuck yeah, let's go!" And you're just gonna see dicks.
Yeah, it's just a
You're
bunch
just
of
gonna see dicks the whole night through. You might see some nipples.
It's gonna
And
be
that's about
it's
it,
gonna be
dude.
the nude beach on Euro trip.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
exactly what I pictured.
Exactly.
Girl,
100%, dude.
girl.
No.
The plot of Possession is not limited to an autobiographical description of a difficult breakup, separation, and marital disintegration in family relations. At that time, the director also experienced a final separation from Poland. Two houses in the film, the modern one, which is Mark and Anna's apartment, and the old abandoned house in Kreuzberg, where Anna hides the squid-like creature, are located next to the Berlin Wall. The film contains elements of a spy thriller. Mark, an intelligence agent, leaves his job for his family. Anna leaves her family to become an agent of the dark forces. The confrontation ends with death for them both, and in the last frames of the film, there is a direct allusion, the sound of sirens and rumble of explosions, on the armed conflict that began in a city divided in two, which could end in a nuclear apocalypse. Scholar Bartolomew Paslik writes that metaphors present in the film also represent a disintegrating country. The very fact that the film takes place in Cold War era West Berlin is quite significant for the metaphor of divorce. The wall that separates it from East Berlin being a symbol of disconnection of what was once united, but Zalewski's additional intention might have been for the Berlin Wall to symbolize the Iron Curtain, and for Germany to symbolize Poland, a country he had to leave in order to keep making movies.
Damn.
That's a lot.
That's a lot to take
But-
in.
But you
That
know
was
what
a
the weird part
mouthful.
is?
How you?
I don't know why, but that all kind of what you just said, I don't know, makes sense to some sort of degree.
It does. It does.
Oh,
That was a big chunk of us behind the scenes there.
It sounds like Andre Z3000 went through a lot of shit
Yeah, that's what
just
I'm
during
gonna
the
say.
making of this movie. Even really,
I mean, if you think about it, though, where he was making it, that's a lot. So it's definitely all there.
I mean, it looked great though. The locations, dude. I will agree with Brody on that. I feel like the the places, because like the apartment felt really weird to me. That was one thing I don't think we talked about, like how sterile it felt, or maybe at least did to me. I don't know if you guys felt like that.
No, I agree with that because it definitely felt.
You know what I mean? It didn't feel like a good like.
I also thought it was
It
really
feel like a home.
I thought it was really weird that it was in such close proximity to the wall too.
Yeah, it was. Yeah. It was
Oh,
just
that
Right
apartment.
there. Yeah.
I was
Oh.
talking about their original
yeah.
apartment. Their first, like when they first, he like right in the beginning, like how sterile, like white and like I don't know, lived
Too
in it
kept.
looked like.
too kept, like too like places like
Yeah.
that.
I mean,
Just felt weird.
But I do
Sorry.
agree with Chad on that though. The second apartment being literally right next to the wall, like
I don't know.
And
I dug it.
another weird thing I noticed, why did he always have a watch hanging there right at the window? Did you guys notice that? Anytime he looks out the window, there's a watch hanging right there in the window.
I noticed it the
Well,
first
who was
time,
he?
but I didn't.
We never knew who he was spying on, right? Or was it just the guys on the wall?
We don't know.
Okay, so like I just figured like maybe like that's what like he's like got to check in at times, like he's like, you know, like figuring like when the walk around is or like the guard watch, whatever.
I didn't think of it that way.
I mean, he is a spy, so it's like you got to figure. Which, if he's a spy, like why does he got to hire a shitty PI to do to follow his wife?
Worst
You know,
fucking
that is a
detective ever.
realization.
God, that was so funny.
Yeah.
And you know what? One thing we never even talked about, the whole fucking thing of the pink socks.
The guy at the
We never
end,
discussed
yeah.
Oh,
that
yeah.
because they brought it up in the beginning, and I kind of forgot about it. And then it was the main dude of that council or whatever, that chair, like whatever the fuck you want to call it, and he had the
Yeah.
pink socks.
Mhm.
So like, what did they make? I forgot what he almost said about it in the beginning though. Like I thought that was who he.
He just asked, does the subject still wear pink socks?
Right. So
Yeah,
like,
That was
that
it.
was
That's
so what the fuck was that all about?
I don't know.
Is that like
Now
another like allusion to something gay that we don't know? Like I feel like there was a lot of that undertone in this movie. Maybe
or
that's just one that we missed. Like
Maybe
Or
that's just
quick-
how maybe that's just Cold War era Germany. That's how they were.
that, or my quick little theory is that that guy at the end had something to do with all this, or he
Maybe.
was part of it all to some degree. I mean, I mean, that's the only connection there is. They say pink socks. He's got pink socks at the end. What other connection is there? Either A, he was part of all this.
yeah,
or
but he
this-
feels like I felt like he was like the fucking leader of the group.
Or maybe he was just a shitty spy and didn't know that the person he was supposed to be looking for was closer than he thought.
that too.
maybe
then
I don't
like-
know.
John
I don't know,
just said he had
you'd
to
think if
hire
he was
one.
you'd think if he was a shitty spy though, they wouldn't have been trying their damnedest to talk him into not leaving.
Correct.
True.
Yeah, I don't know, man. If anybody's got anything on the pink socks, let me know. Because like,
Brody would be the guy to ask. Brody might be
I
able to
wasn't
have
sure
more
on
insight.
that one.
But that again, that scene was very weird because they're like, he's like, "Oh, I want to leave." Like, are you sure?
Yeah.
Do you really want to leave? It was kind of weird. Get out.
That
like-
dude did not fit with the rest of the council.
Mm-mm.
You know what I mean? I mean, besides just his haircut too, because he definitely had like the eccentric, like woohoo, like
Yeah,
whack-
the Larry Fine look.
Oh my god, yes, dude. Fucking 100%. Sorry, Chad Daddy. What else we got behind the scenes?
Okay, the last bit. The film was severely cut and re-edited for American release. Those versions vary from 81 to 97 minutes. The first USA version, released in 83, had heavy edits, as well as being around 40 minutes shorter than the original. Certain scenes have music and or optical effects added to give it more of a horror film feel. On American screens, it came out in a heavily edited 81-minute cut version from Limelight International Films on the eve of Halloween 1983. Having lost more than a third of its runtime. The distributor turned Possession into an eccentric body horror, almost completely eliminating the main theme. Right? Almost completely eliminating the main theme of the painful breakdown of marriage. This version was ridiculed by the American press and had no public success.
Oh. I mean, maybe I hate to say it, but you probably do kind of have to understand what the fuck's going on. Like, you got to understand there's something going on between them to like kind of lead to that, but I don't know. I'd almost feel like that'd be the only other way I'd rewatch this film just to see that cut, to see what it looks like.
Yeah.
80, would you say 81 minutes?
81 minutes.
I could do that.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, this is a long 2 hours.
I don't honestly like 2-hour horror anyways.
Same.
Even if I like horror, Even if I like the movie I'm watching,
And
I'm like, I don't need it to be 2 hours, dude.
Okay, like 2 hours of Scream. Okay, most Scream movies are close to that, right? And I could tolerate that. But a lot of like the elevated horror movies are 2 hours, and that just seems like that'd be a long fucking 2 hours.
Yeah,
bro. Even listen, man, I love Terrifier too, and I still felt that was a little long. I was like, that could have probably been cut down just a little.
And
bit.
he wants to make Terrifier 3 close to 3 hours long. This isn't fucking
No!
Endgame. It's not Endgame.
Give me
3
bro.
hours.
Give it a solid 90-minute runtime, and I'm cool.
Listen, here's my deal. If we're gonna go to 3-hour movies, can we please, for the love of fucking God, the intermission?
bring back the
Yes.
Bring back
Yes.
a 15 fucking minute intermission, just so I can get up, stretch my fucking legs. You know, half the motherfuckers are gonna have to go take a piss. You know what I mean? Like, re-up your popcorn. That's extra concessions for. You know what I mean? Like, it seems
There's
almost
more money,
stupid
yeah.
not to, right? Because some people got maybe like, oh, you know what? Maybe they want more and they didn't get the extra large, so they didn't get the free refill. You know what I mean? So now you're gonna fucking buy more, whatever the fuck. Like, just that's all I want, dude. If you're gonna go over the 2.5 hour mark, give me a fucking intermission, dude.
I'm absolutely with you on that.
Because I hate walking out during a movie, dude. Like, I'll do it sometimes because
but
you always
not
try to
often.
like plan it. You're like, all right, I think this is gonna be a shitty scene. I don't really care. I'm gonna, you
You
know
have
what I
to-
mean?
and you also have to sit there and think, I'm like, okay, how close am I to the restroom from this theater? How long is it going to take me to get there and get back?
Yeah,
You got to George Costanza, man. You got to get it all written out.
fucking A, bro. So, did we have anything else, or was that our last?
That was
bit
it.
there? Oh,
That was the
okay.
last bit.
Well,
All
thank you for
right.
that, Shad Daddy.
Thank you.
Ooh, sweet. Yo. So, super side note, but my group just did the new Frozen Empire version of the Central New York patch. What up?
Oh, yeah, that's dope.
Nice.
Yeah, that'll be fun to get. Noise. What did Brody say? It'd be cool to see this version screened with a film version of the humanoid coming from both ends lineup. This could definitely fit in any body horror lineup, dude. Like, I wish we just had more of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude,
I-
this felt the storyline with her taking them into the fucking monster. It felt very Hellraiser-esque to me.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. I was getting that too.
Yeah.
This is
But
pre-Hellraiser, too.
Yes, it is.
yes, it is.
Quite a few years by pre.
But it's still just as bloody and soupy and gross.
Yes.
Yeah.
Probably more so, actually.
Man, I was gonna say a little bit soupier.
Yeah, a little. Ugh. There was a lot of fluids going on in this movie.
There's a lot of jizz.
Yes,
all
there
over the place.
was.
Like, even just that first scene with the monster on the bed, and you just see like all like the fucking snail trail all in front of the bed. You're like, ew, dude.
Well, yeah, you see the
Gross.
mixture of the white and the red, and you're just like, ugh.
And then there was some green in there too, man.
Yeah.
I don't know if you saw that. Like when it was leaking
No,
out
I
of her, it
honestly
was coming out of. I think that was coming out of her ass because it came out last and it was coming out from the side. Could be wrong. Could be wrong. All right, boys. What format did we watch this on?
Shutter.
AMC Plus.
Shutter. Was it Shutter on AMC Plus?
It might have been. I don't know. I paid $2.25 to get a monthly subscription for AMC Plus, and I have access to all the Shutter stuff too. So
Nice.
Titties. All righty. Douche of the film.
Sam Neill.
The wife.
The wife.
Hendrick.
Hey man, Henrik was just trying to have fun, bro.
He was just trying to fuck.
Like,
He was. Everybody. But I
I'm
don't
going
know.
with the
It's-
wife. Technically, her wrongdoing started all of this.
yeah, but I'm going with Mark because he let himself become a monster before actually becoming a monster. You know what I mean? Like he killed Heinrich, which
Yeah, but he's a spy. We don't know what his past is anyways, dude. He might have killed.
True.
He might have a lot of bodies on his fucking tally. If, like,
Yeah.
you know.
I'm still going with him. He was the douche for me.
I got to go with the wife. She was a flat out cunt, like
Yeah,
Brody said.
I'm staying with the wife. Go fuck herself. Well, she did.
You know what? I feel like for me, it's they kind of both win because, like I said, I didn't like anybody in this fucking movie, dude.
Even the kid. I didn't even like their kid.
The kid was
a
kind
little
of almost
prick,
like he wasn't as annoying as the kid in the Babadook, but he definitely like is kind of in that
Close.
genre.
He's
I'm
in
like,
that
I will not watch that movie because of that fucking kid.
that kid makes you want to Sam Neill the shit out of the fucking.
too.
Yeah. All right. Favorite kill. I'm going when that she bashes that dude with the milk or whatever the fuck, and then steals his gun and shoots him.
I'm going to go with, honestly, when Anna and Mark are both killed.
And she shoots herself in the back, and he throws himself off the staircase.
Why does she shoot herself like that? By the way, like what the?
No,
That looks like so like awkward to try to like position. Like I don't know.
I don't know.
And it feels like it's a way more better chance to miss if you're not like if you know you're not aiming. You know what I mean? Like,
I'm gonna go with Mark killing Heinrich.
ooh,
Ooh, that
was a dirty kill.
That was a dirty kill. And, you know, maybe he threw up in the toilet just to be like, "Ha, bitch, you drowned in my puke."
Maybe.
Didn't he flush it first though?
No, he flushed it to flood it with the fucking shoe.
Yeah, like he kind of like.
Oh,
right. He did.
Yeah.
He Ew. Dude, that's like a whole nother level of like just like.
Wait.
Right
Oh
there.
no! I just figured that one out.
What?
He puked in there, and then killed him. He set it up to make it look like he overdosed because then he sprinkled the fucking drugs all over him.
Yes,
so
he
the
did.
Puke was supposed to be his puke. Yeah.
I just figured that out.
Brody said, "Wasn't there body parts in the fridge?" There was a.
Yes, there was. There was a head. There was an arm.
That was
There was a whole body in there.
That was both PIs.
Yeah,
if I'm not mistaken.
Probably,
One was the guy who got the glass neck. He was the guy who was hired, and then the other guy was the guy who got killed with the milk and shit. He was his like assistant or whatever.
Okay, and I'm going for my favorite kill for the one that Brody said, the fucking wine bottle to the neck.
The first one there, the first PI there. That was a good one because that was finally like, oh my god, something happened.
Something finally happened.
And that was also like where you first get like that was where a lot of shit happened because that's where you first get like the tentacle monster too.
Mm-hmm.
Which can I just say like that dude and even the other guy like they seem very nonchalant about seeing this weird grotesque fucking monster. You know what I mean? I feel like I would be freaking out, throwing a lot more fucking language.
Right? I'd be looking like what the fuck?
Like, yeah, exactly.
That?
Be like
once again, it's
and they're white.
They're just like, we see this every Tuesday. I don't know. They just didn't seem to be like so like freaked the fuck out. I feel like as most people would be in that kind of situation. But all right, best scene, boys. Best scene.
Okay, I want to go for just because I want to say best scene was to me is the only scene that made me actually laugh my ass off was when he after Heinrich got stabbed and calls Sam Neill on the phone, and Sam Neill he's like, okay, you're at that bar, okay, sit there, bleed for a while.
Yes,
that's a good one.
I love that. That made me laugh.
Best scene. I'm gonna go with Heinrich's fight scene against Sam Neill. That was fucking awesome and terrible.
I'm gonna go with the scene where he gets in the cab and is like reverse and crash into that cop car as fast as at full speed.
At full speed, because
he just like fucking dives out the car and fucking gets shot the fuck up.
That was good.
Well, I guess in terms of a scene that really just kind of made me question her subway scene, just like, what are you leaking?
I wish it got to the leaking little dude. This, like I said, the screaming, I felt like I was like that where like it was going on, and I felt like I looked at my watch and like I was like, wow, this is going on for a minute. But yeah, that was gross. That was gross. There was a lot of seepage. Okay. Worst moment or scene?
The rest of the fucking movie.
Yep.
The
whole goddamn thing.
Sam Neill coddling his child inappropriately, weirdly.
That was bad. That was so bad.
Dude, Sam Neill blowing up the apartment. What was the thing that he used? What was that? Like
a grenade.
Heating iron? No.
Oh, was it? I thought it was a fucking grenade.
No. It was some kind of kitchen tool. I don't know what it was.
A kitchen tool, but it definitely looked like it's just a heating element of some kind. And he put that shit on a box of fucking matches, which I was like, oh, which makes sense because it doesn't heat up instantaneously. It's going to take a second, which gives him the time to run the fuck out. It takes those matches, and he had the gas filling up that whole time he was there and then came back.
He was gone for a long time, too.
That's what I'm saying, dude. And when he walked in, there's no way he didn't get high as fuck. So all that gas, bro.
So I was like, wait, how did he not just drop right then and there?
Yeah, I don't know what that heating element was though. It's got to be for like, I don't know, maybe it's for the stove or something. I don't fucking know, dude.
Maybe.
I'm not German from 1981. I couldn't tell you. Is that everybody's? Did we?
No, I was like thinking for a second. I'm going with his
Charlie.
I'm going with his whole drinking rampage. After all that, I'm just like, it was a little much.
What was the drinking rampage?
It was like right after she like left the first time.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
When he had like the super 5 o'clock shadow and he looked like super.
Yeah.
That shit.
And he was very damp.
Yeah,
He was
moist.
damp.
Ew. He smelled of swampiness.
Oh.
All right. Did the opening scene hook you in?
No,
No, it did not.
No, it
Not
honestly
one
did
bit.
not.
I was confused on what the fuck I was even watching. I was like, okay, this is what we're doing. You know what? We don't usually say that a lot either.
Mm-mm.
No, we don't.
No, we don't.
Most attractive character.
The teacher going
Did
for
you say her as the teacher?
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. That's unanimous.
And was she wearing like different colored contacts? I think her eyes were.
He had to be
different
because
too.
he was
Yeah,
like,
they
her
were-
eyes
they
were
were green.
Yeah. Okay.
which was opposite, which was funny because like if you think about it, Sam Neill had like the bright eyes as normal human, but then his doppelganger had the dark brown eyes. So I don't know. It was funny.
Yeah,
He, like,
yeah, he did.
switched. Where are we at, boys? Score. Did it set the mood? Whatever
That's
mood it was set was
weird.
not for me.
Yeah.
There was I don't
There was
remember
some
what
synth.
scene it
There was
was.
a little bit of synth in there.
I don't remember the score
Weird.
very much, so for me, no, definitely not.
Did we have a song?
Not that I can remember.
Mm-mm.
No.
Okay. Favorite character? Heinrich.
Sorry.
I don't know how else to go, man. Like,
The teacher, maybe.
I'm going Heinrich because he just wanted to party.
right?
I'm just here for the fun.
I
feel like
kind of
he
want.
should be like in Beer Fest or something. Like he's like a side.
Who wants a
character.
mustache fight? I want one. I want
Yeah,
one.
right. Yeah, exactly.
I've fun. I've
He's
had
that
fun.
dude. Ooh, me next.
That's a good one.
That would be Heinrich.
You know something? I'm going for an off. I'm going for an off the wall. Marjorie Gluckmeister.
Oh, the
Look,
Gluck
my-
Meister
She wasn't. Yeah. she
with the
wasn't
high
awful.
heel cast, dude.
Glug, glug, baby.
That was.
Bro, when he came back in, and like I think it was the scene where she did like lay on his lap. The way she was laying was she was just like spread eagle on the bed, dude. I was just like, what? Whoa, what's going on here? But all right, no, we did that. Was it scary?
Not to
Yeah.
me.
It was gross.
It was gross and definitely uneasy at points, but not scary.
It was dirty. How's that? I'll give you dirty.
It was
for
very
sure.
I'll tell you what. There's one thing I've learned from all these movies with him in it. Don't fuck with Sam Neill.
Don't, yep.
Seriously.
Just don't. It's not going to end well for in the entire universe, even.
Like, just don't hang out with Sam Neill. You know what I mean? Like, if that's one thing I've learned.
Unless you're the little boy and
Well,
you take
no.
your shirt off.
Or don't hang out with him for more than a day, because after that, you don't know what's going on.
Everything goes to shit after that first day.
Listen, Ellie Sadler learned she hangs out with him like once a year, and that's it. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
She doesn't get into that shit. All right. Where are we at? Does it hold up today?
I don't think
Not
it held
really.
up back then.
Okay, so for me, no. However, for Brody, he did like it, and there's obviously a lot of people out there, according to reviews, that love this film. I
For
will.
me, I don't want to say it doesn't. I don't want to say it doesn't hold up, but it could use a little update.
I'm
But
just
at the same time, I'm like,
We are definitely not the target audience for this film.
no.
Mm-mm.
No. And that's a hard judge on that one. But I will say it's shot very well. It
Yeah.
looks really well.
yeah.
I don't know. I mean, I like
Aw.
I like the like I don't know, I like some of the shots, man. Like especially when he was going crazy and they gave us like the nice 360 shots and stuff like that. We got a couple, I don't know. There was some decent stuff there for sure for that. But I don't know. And like, dude, I can't say it holds up today because it wouldn't hold up to me if I watched the shit in 81, I don't think.
Yeah, same.
So
Well, if I was seeing it in 81, I would have been like 5 years old, so I wouldn't have been.
I'm just saying if
interested
we
at
were
all.
this age, I mean, maybe because watching this kind of body shit in 81 would be
Maybe we wouldn't be as desensitized as we are right now.
There you go.
No,
Could
probably
be.
not.
There you go. It is weird though that Brody mentioned Shining vibes because I was kind of getting that too, and I couldn't figure out if it was just the dress she was wearing or some of the shots or what the fuck it was. But
That dress, the way it was buttoned up in the back, it looked like
it looked like a spine
sticking out.
Yeah, that's what I thought too. It was weird, especially because we see her spine a couple times, and we're like, all right, she's a bony woman, but you know,
that dress bothered the hell out of me. I fucking hated it throughout the whole movie.
Same.
I mean, whatever, you know, it's just shitty wrapping paper. That's all. Let's see where we at. How is the acting?
I didn't like it.
I think the acting. I think the acting was good.
I don't know if it was the acting I didn't like or just the dialogue.
For me, it was dialogue.
I think the acting was solid. I think the dialogue is what.
You know what? I'll give you that. I'll give you that.
Because Sam Neill played crazy, and then she also played crazy really well.
Mm-hmm.
And everybody else played weird, touchy-feely Germans very well. So I don't know.
Especially our boy Heinrich.
Yeah, man. You know what I mean? He takes the gold, dude, for sure. Most touchiest character. 2023, baby. All right. Did we like the cinematography?
I guess.
Brody
loved it.
I like the scene where they're in like the office area or whatever, and like the tables there in the corner, and I don't know, it was
super spaced out.
Yeah, it just I don't know why that scene stuck out to me, and I just like the way it was shot with that, you know, full 360 of the room,
because it was a very it's such a big room, but they waste it for that little corner.
Yeah, for that little corner table.
It's something about the big open vacant room. It just has that ominous feeling, so it kind of goes with this like weird panel. Yeah, I get that for sure.
Okay.
All righty. Did we enjoy the premise?
What was the premise? I don't understand what the premise
was.
I don't know, bud. Honestly, first of all, I don't like the title of the film because the title of the film to me is misleading.
Yeah, there was no demonic possession or anything like that.
I mean, maybe she was, and that's why she's just popping out weird little fucking tentacle monsters like the Demon Mary. I don't fucking know. But or maybe Heinrich's just been knocking her up, dude, and then they still come out as like weird demon spawns because she is possessed. I don't, you know what I mean? Like,
hey, where'd Bobby go, by the way?
I don't know.
He just dropped out. He didn't say anything.
Hope everything is all right.
Maybe his interwebs went out. There.
Oh, I heard something. Dairy B, Bob, you back?
Yeah, I'm
Maybe.
here. That was
What happened?
What happened? You like left?
No, I'm in the yellow right now. I don't know why. It just went down to nothing almost.
Weird.
That happens to me once in a while too. So,
all right. Bob, was there anything on cinematography that you liked?
I thought it was actually shot well because it's very clean. That's
except for her apartment. Her apartment was very grimy.
Well,
yeah, it was. It was dirty.
Like she didn't even have a bed. Like it's just a mattress on the floor.
Hey man, we've all been there.
Hey, a fuck mattress. That's all she needed.
That's what that was too.
We've all been there.
Yeah.
Oh, and also, Bob, did you like the premise?
The premise I did like, yes.
What is the premise?
Yeah, what is the premise?
We don't know what the premise was.
I mean, I go from when he jumps off the railing and then it goes to the apartment where the teacher is.
That's the climax. We're talking about
Yeah, what did you like the premise of the movie? The whole point of the movie.
The whole you caught me there.
You're all right. You were jumping questions.
Bobby's been scoring this wrong the whole time he's been on the show.
I have not been scoring you wrong.
How many years have you been on the show? And damn it, Bobby.
We get it, Bobby. It was a long movie. We get it.
Honestly, the overall, actually, yes. I'm not going to say I don't think I do.
Oh, Brody's got it right here. Hold on, let me pop this up. Dealing with the horrors of a dysfunctional relationship.
It certainly gets that point across. So, yes, I say yes.
Hey, give me 2 minutes, boys. I really got to pee. Hold on.
All right, that's fair.
Okay.
Was the climax satisfying?
Now I can say yes. I feel you.
I liked the last like little bit of it, but man, the rest of it just like made me
What?
not like it at all. She's just all cheesy.
Yeah, she's like cheesing at me. I don't know why.
Look at her. Look at that beautiful little smile.
Because she's like, Dad. Yeah.
Well, I was laughing and she was like, almost there. Stop.
She's adorable. Yeah, was the climax? Where do we want to say the climax happened?
I would say the climax happens, from the taxi scene forward.
Okay.
Yeah, that's fair, actually.
I'm gonna say a soft yes because I still am very confused with the ending. I don't get the bombs and what the fuck's happening there, and if she maybe was all part of it, or at least is all part of it. I'm assuming. Okay. This might be an easy one. Are we gonna recycle, rewind, remake, or reboot this shit?
Recycle it for me.
I'm recycling it, man. Sorry.
I'll rewind, but I would reboot.
Okay. I'm recycling.
I'm recycling too.
Chad, was the climax satisfying for you, bud?
Not
really. Was the premise satisfying?
No, because the premise didn't make as much sense as the climax, and vice versa.
All righty. Yeah, I still don't get them bombs, man. Like, what are we doing? World War III? What the fuck's we got going on?
And why did the kid drown himself? I don't get it. Why?
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Don't open the door. I'm going to drown myself.
Yeah. All right.
Oh, shit.
Let's rate this bitch. Brody gave it a 4. Bobby, what do you want to give it, bud?
All right, I'm probably going to get the hate for it, but I'm going to do it.
Be honest with yourself, bud.
3.5. 3.5.
What?
Scoobs?
I'm giving it a 1.5.
Yeah, buddy. Chad Daddy?
I'm giving it a 1, and that's only because we saw Isabella Johnny's tits. And that's the only reason. That's being generous. She's very attractive. Don't get me wrong. But they were a little on the small side. If they were bigger score.
Titty's a titty.
Hey.
Titty's a titty, yes.
Right. They all need love. Man, I did not like this film. I did not like this film at all.
Oh.
It
wasn't as bad as
I'm gonna give it a 1.5 with Scoob. I was originally dealing with a 1.8, but I'm just gonna be like, so.
It's just not my kind of movie. Like,
no, sorry, Brody, and it's
sorry, Brody, and it's not shitting on anybody that liked this movie. Hey,
not at all.
But I like what I like. Artsy horror just isn't our bag. We gave it a fair chance.
And remember, everybody, our score
Even though it was the wrong movie.
Our score is not based off of how well a movie is made or anything.
Yeah.
Pure entertainment factor at the end of the day.
And we're just 4 average Joes. This just doesn't speak to us. We're not even a target audience for this, like I said.
No.
That's true.
So with that being said, and Brody's score and Bob's did help alleviate a little bit, but 1981's The Possession gets a 2.3 from Gormore.
I feel that's very generous, but yeah.
You know what?
Still not our worst. I think that's right there. That might be right there, right alongside the Rift. I'll have to look at the scores later.
This, listen, man, there's people out there that give this a solid 5. You know what I mean?
Hey, I saw someone that gave it a 10 out of 10. I was like, holy shit.
There's a lot of people that gave this shit 10 out of 10, dude. If you're on IMDb.
I am glad this movie, it was shot very well. We can acknowledge that. It has a pretty strong cast, at least for the 2 leads. And I am glad it has a target. I'm glad it has an audience. I'm glad it found, people that love it. I'm not one of them, though.
No. I wish I could because I like the body horror in it and shit like that. You know what I mean? But just not my bag. Alrighty. Chad Daddy, what are we doing next week, homie?
Well, next week, we're going back to camp.
Woo! One more time.
Camp Crystal Lake. The last time this year, but not for the last time. We will come back to it next year for Freddy vs. Jason. But next week is the remake of Friday the 13th.
Yeah, baby.
And I'm sure, I know all of us have the physical of that. But
yes.
Oh, sweet. It's streaming on Max right now, and as well as Amazon and all that other shit. So
do we want to do the theatrical or the killer cut?
I'm doing killer cut regardless.
I figured killer cut because we probably all have the copies of it, I imagine. So
I think you're the only one that does not have the box set. The rest of us do.
No, but I got the killer cut blue DVD when it first came out.
Somebody
so.
was selling the box set for like $50 the other day online.
Really?
Yeah, in one of the Friday 13th groups.
Yeah, I think the killer cut of this was the first Blu-ray I ever bought,
Yeah.
if I'm not mistaken.
Nice. Okay. And so yeah, I'll be excited for that. I'll have my Friday 13th Christmas sweater on next week, getting ready. It'll be our first December episode. So
No, I need one of those.
hell yeah. And speaking of Christmas, man, it was fucking snowing in my neck of the woods. I don't know
You're
about you,
lucky.
but
But you know
A
what?
little bit here too.
We got a cold front, so it is a nice, chilly. It was 50 degrees this morning when I woke up.
You want to talk cold fronts? The real feel for the next couple of days in the mornings when I go to work is 5.
don't you love that shit?
5 fucking degrees.
Feels great on the nuts.
Yeah, it does.
Yes, it does, and it will.
Is there anything nerdy we want to talk, boys? Actually, you know what? There is one quick thing, and I'll let you guys mention Friday 13th box set. I noticed that somebody, I will have to, I can always post it later, but somebody was selling and they made all the original box art for all the slip covers
Yes,
for that.
yes.
for the
And
new
how
stuff. And I'm like, it looks fucking awesome, bro. Like I don't know how much they were selling them for, but I'm sure
they did it for Friday 13th and Halloween.
Oh, did
Yes.
they do the Halloween one too? Nice. Yeah, the Friday 13th ones look fucking nice, man. So you can find those on Instagram. That's how I found them. I'm sure probably on Etsy too and shit. But
Oh, I guess I do have something. I guess the Chucky content for Dead by Daylight comes out this week. Tomorrow, I think.
Chucky's
Oh,
coming
nice.
into Dead by Daylight.
It's
Yeah,
going to
I
Dead by
saw
Daylight.
I saw the gameplay for it, and it looks creepy. Like there's just something about Chucky running around this map that just looks creepy as shit.
I'll have to check out
Yeah,
the
because he's like
gameplay.
hiding under things and everything.
Yeah.
I
I
didn't really get into that game, unfortunately, but
I couldn't get into it either because it's really just hide and seek.
Yeah.
oh, Brody said he's got him picked him up from a guy in Canada. Oh, nice. Hell yeah. That's
So,
awesome.
I'm looking on Blood
I'm trying to
Disgust
think
to
of
see if
to
there's
say.
anything.
Yeah, I'm
Anything
looking
else
there too
nerdy?
myself.
Five Nights at Freddy's just became the highest grossing Blumhouse movie.
I did see that. You know what? Congratulations, Blumhouse.
And it's well
I'll say that,
deserved.
dude.
It's
You know
well
what?
deserved.
But
I enjoyed it.
I haven't watched it
Congratulations.
personally yet, but everybody says they like
Same.
it.
Yeah, I enjoyed it. I don't know shit about the game, so I had no reservations going in. I didn't know what to expect. I wasn't disappointed then.
Nice.
My kids liked it, so
Hey, man. I mean, that's their target audience, obviously. So
I still prefer Willy's Wonderland, but you know.
I need to watch that one too. I feel I need to, like double feature that shit.
and that's on the schedule for next year. Don't ask me exactly when. I'll have to look it up, but
Willie's? Oh, nice. Scoobs, you put that on there?
Damn
she
right.
did.
Dude, like I said, man, next year's thing
Next
is gonna
year's-
be
We're
crazy.
stacked.
Next
We're fucking
year is
stacked
a-
here.
Next year is a hard on every week.
Yo, so I know Bob gave us our last pick for the year, but I forgot this popped up. Have you guys seen anything about this movie called XXXmas?
No.
Oh,
No.
It looks like it's like a super fucking grindhouse film, dude. Like I'm thinking almost Hobo with a Shotgun style,
Oh shit.
and I'm totally like, I need to check this shit out.
or zombie strippers.
Where'd you see that, John?
Slasher Trash posted it.
Hmm.
Came out this year. Just says the naughty list just got deadly.
So yeah, we got looking at this. We do
Okay.
have some really solid picks next year. Like I said, we've got all the Freddy movies and Freddy versus Jason. You know, what else have we got here? We've got A Quiet Place, The Omen, The Hitcher. We're finally doing The Hitcher. That'll make Brody pretty happy. It wasn't even Brody's pick.
No, it wasn't.
You know what? You know who came in with a lot of Aussie picks this year? You guy right here. Doing Razorback, dude. That's been one we've talked about for fucking like
Oh my God, I'm
years.
so
You
excited
know
it's
what? We're
on
doing
there.
it.
I might just
I
order
just-
that movie so I have it.
I just hope it's still like available when it comes time for us to do it.
I know. Watch it be one of the ones that's like, nope, it's out. It's like, fuck you, dude.
Yeah, it'll disappear like the week before, with our luck.
Oh. So here's some nerd news. Was at the mall this weekend and was at the Lego store. Now, I don't know if it's a newer kit or not, It probably isn't. I'm not gonna say like I'm up to date on the new Lego kits and shit. But you know how they have Jurassic Park kits, if you don't know.
Mhm.
So first of all, cool one is they have the Dennis Nedry and the Dilophosaurus scene.
Nice.
And I was like, oh my God, I almost kind of want it just so I can have a Newman fucking Lego, bro. But better yet, the little bit bigger of a kit right next to it is the Sadler and Jeff Goldblum Triceratops poop scene.
Yes!
Oh my God!
Lego
Poop. I love
Lego
it.
poop that breaks open and there's little cherries inside.
Oh God.
Bro,
That's
it's the
fantastic.
best. It's the
That's
fucking, I
awesome.
almost bought it on the spot because it's so stupid and amazing. And I'm like, I don't even know if I'd want to build it, of course, but like my wife's just like, wow, they really made Lego poop. I'm like, they legit made Lego poop, dude.
So the question of the hour is there a Lego shirtless Jeff Goldblum?
There is. I have it. Oh no, Lego. No. I'm sorry. Lego. I don't know.
I mean, if you could just find a shirtless Lego piece, you could just
Put the head on.
switch out the midsection with the top and the pants, and you're good to go.
I have the shirtless pop.
But then I'm looking at it, I'm like, oh my God, it's the that's one big pile of shit scene. Like, that's perfect. I can't believe like that passed through Lego somehow.
So you mentioned the Newman figure. If I'm not mistaken, isn't there a Seinfeld Lego set where it's like
I think it's
yes.
his
the
house.
diner? Yeah, that's Jerry's apartment. That's what it is.
Yeah. And the only reason I even remembered this is because at Steel City Con this December, Newman's going to be there on fucking Saturday, dude.
Nice.
Wait, what?
Ooh.
Yeah.
When did they announce that?
Just
The
right
Steel
now,
City Con?
9 hours ago.
No shit.
Yep.
Fuck.
Fucking A, dude. Oh, wait a minute. Scratch that.
Not
That's a
Steel
whole
City.
I think it is, but I think that might be somebody's like saying they're going to be cosplaying as that character or something like that. So never mind.
That's
Damn.
still kind of cool.
Dude, if he was coming though, I'd go just get the sign and be like, all right, I'm going to get a cup of jambalaya. And fucking
Jambalaya.
Yeah.
that's right. Have him sign that shit. All right. Is there anything else nerdy, boys?
Not that I can think
I
of.
got nothing. No.
Not much gore and Razorback, but the VHS cut does. Word. I
I will say, if there's still time, the Cyber Monday deal is going on. Target has Evil Dead Rise Blu-ray for $5.
fucking solid deal.
Dude, with my fucking red card discount and rewards points, I paid $3.66 for it.
What?
Nice.
Bro, that's a hell of a fucking deal.
Should be here Wednesday or Thursday. I mean, it was not the best of the Evil Dead movies, but I still want to have it.
I just couldn't find
It's
anything
not
I
the
wanted.
Wait. I mean, honestly, dude, not any of them are bad. So it's
I'll
like,
say that's the only series where
even
I'm
if you
like,
said you
oh.
were like, yo, that's the worst one, you're like, yeah, but it's the worst.
but
Like,
it's not.
you're all rating them over a 4 out of 5. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
it was still a pretty solid film.
It's a 4.1 instead of a 4.5. Like what?
I'd probably give it a 4.5, dude.
So it'd be nice to have that, and
Yeah.
it's comes with the digital version. So now the only digital one of the Evil Deads I still don't have is Army of Darkness,
Oh, word. Nice.
but I do have the 4K.
I love that 4K. I got the Steelbook 4K.
That's
Same.
on sale. That is on sale on Walmart for their Cyber Monday deals. I think it's $20.
I got lucky
Steel-
and caught that at a Barnes and Nobles, and I'm like, oh shit! I was like, it's coming home with me.
Word. All righty, boys. Well, I think that's about it. We could probably wrap this shit show up.
Sounds good.
So,
buddy.
Right on.
remember next week, 2009, Friday the 13th. Everybody get your stupendous titties out and ready. And yeah, dude, I fucking love that line.
I haven't seen this movie in at least a decade. I swear.
Yeah, it's been a minute since I
Oh,
watched
wow.
the remake.
So do you do a double feature and you watch Transformers first, and then you watch Friday the 13th, and you're just like, yeah, that fucker got dumped by Megan Fox, and then went and got killed by
That
Jason.
is- oh shit, that is the same guy.
It's the same guy, and he's got the same name.
Yep.
No, I could be wrong. He might not have the
No,
same,
he does have the same name.
Yeah, it's
same
Trent-
first name. I
Trent-
think the last name
Trenton,
was
isn't it?
different, right? I think they changed the last name because they were like, "Is that the same character?" You're like, yeah, it is. Fuck off. It's canon, dude. Optimus Prime and Jason all exist in the same universe. Thanks to Warner Bros. All right. Bob, you want to start us off, homie?
This is Killing Machine Bob A. Moon saying we'll see you next week, bitches. No, not bitches. I'm stealing.
You
Chad's
son of a bitch.
line. We'll see you next week. I can't talk today. Goodbye.
This is your
You know
host.
what? He's all messed up because he was thinking about that. He's thinking about that premise.
Oh yeah.
This is your host of the Ghost Prince of Paranormal, the Duke of the Dead, Lord Scuba Cobra, saying you're gonna die next week at Camp Crystal Lake.
Yeah, this is your Dark Lord of Knowledge, your Chad Daddy way down yonder in the Chattahoochee, saying it's time to go back to camp one more time.
Yep. And
One
this is your
more
Fluff
time.
One more time. This is your Fluff Master Supreme, Big Johnny D, saying thank you once again, Gorehounds, for joining us. And like the boy said, we're going to be joining this motherfucker next week.
Yeah.
And yeah, let's see what else we got. Oh yeah, stay fresh, cheese bags.
Black
Tentacle
Oxy-
penis.